Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We are a minute early to the stream, and I am ready to go 1-3 with the Tomb Kings tonight, baby. That's going to be my goal, to try and get a win. It's been a while, but let's have some fun. All right, so tourney's going to be starting here in just a minute. We got 1 minute until start time, so let's just hang out and chat and enjoy each other's company and go from there. We got some really good players lined up tonight. We have the GOAT of Warhammer 3, Houseplant's playing, so he is playing on... let's see what he's going to be playing on. It looks like he's on Greenskins. Let me message some folks who haven't checked in yet. All right, let's see. All right, where is old Subutai? Is he playing tonight? Check in if you want to play. All right, trying to get the whole crew together. But yeah, really hyped on Tomb Kings. Obviously, they're kind of the new launch faction for Old World, and I've been getting those minis together, so pretty excited to kind of play them here as well. Unholy stream times? I know it is. It is a little bit unholy, but hopefully you can forgive me. All right, so is he checking in? Yes, he is. And we got 1 minute left till we start. We'll show you guys the brackets real quick so you can see what that looks like. Let me find this and head on over here. All right, where are we at? Perfect. All right, so far we got some pretty solid players. Yeah, we have literally like top players in the world playing tonight. Out of the blue, we got Tim the Wilder. A couple folks not checked in. Houseplant's playing and Tim, so those are very easy favorites to be in the finals against one another. Scrambled Egg Special is very good. Subutai should be checking in here in a moment. A lot of good players. A lot of very, very strong players playing. So you guys are going to be seeing some good competition for sure. 1,000 Years of Domination. Good to see. Yeah, it's going to be great, Bob. Hope you're doing well. We got some fun maps tonight as well. First one is going to be the Road to Talabheim, which is, I think, one of my favorite maps. I just really like that one. I really, really dig it. All right. So let me refresh this. Make sure we're all up to date. Yeah, the Sphinxes are interesting. I want them to be better. I'm always a little bit underwhelmed. The anti-large one isn't bad. It can certainly do good at its niche role of, you know, killing big targets. But some of the other ones I'm often a little bit disappointed by. Yeah, the monsters. Ushapti melee Shopti can be all right too. I've been coming around to them a little bit. As long as they don't get like isolated in an anti-large unit, they can do well. All right, so they look like they're not checking in. Let me refresh one more time just to give people one last chance, and we'll go from there. All right, so checking and looking good, and let's go ahead and generate the bracket. Good luck, have fun to all the players, and we're going to be seeing our first round matches pop up here in just a second on Total Tavern. And there we have it. Oh God, I got Tim the Wilder the first game. We got the #1 ranked player in the leaderboard, round one. With I don't even know how to play Tomb Kings. Oh God, it's going to be bad. Hey, at least we get our punishment out of the way quickly. And I do need to give Subutai a tiebreaker as well. So we'll take care of that, and we will jump in. And let's see if we can take down old Tim. You know, not an easy one, that's for sure. I believe he's the #1 ranked player right now in Domination, but maybe he's a little bit rusty. That's one thing. Maybe I can get him there. All right, so let's do this. We're up. And good luck, have fun. Let's get it, man. Yeah, good thing it's a Swiss round, I know. So even if we lose, see, the great thing about playing Tim is if we win, it's a huge, strong tiebreaker. And if we lose, we have a good tiebreaker, assuming we can win the rest of our game. So it could be worse. It could definitely be a lot worse. Iron Titan and Tomb Scorpions. Yeah, I think that they kind of suck. Tomb Scorpions are always really underwhelming. I don't know what it is about them. And they were so good. And when they first came out, I think it has something to do with the collision mechanics. I don't know, something CA changed. Warhammer 3. They used to be pretty menacing and were pretty common in a lot of builds. Oh, oops, wrong one. Oh, see, vampire counts? Tim too. Sorry, Tim. Let me find that game real quick and rejoin it. All right, is it here? It is. All right, I accidentally joined as a spectator, so. All right, set map. I had to rejoin. Tomb Kings versus vampire counts? Guys, I have no idea how this is gonna go. We are on our Bone Daddies. So there they go. And let's have some fun. So excited for the Old World. Oh man, I'm so hyped too. I've been sitting in the garage every night for like an hour painting minis. My Empire army's done and ready to go. I'm working on Warriors of Chaos and also Tomb Kings as well. So super, super excited. We'll be doing battle reports in probably like mid to late February is when the first ones are going to be coming out. So the Iron Titan might even be only semi-terrible here. Yeah, semi-terrible is, you're saying this matchup's rough for Tomb Kings? Hell yeah, dude, let's go. Let's get it. And the map is going to be, he needs to change the map. Is it the Nehekar Wastes? Map. I don't think it is. I think it's the Road to Talabheim is the first one. So he should be changing that in just a moment. Now, as far as infantry goes, Yeah, I'm trying to think what the ideal infantry choice would be here. Arkan probably isn't bad. Like, having death magic is always very nice. And we're on the road to Talabheim. Outstanding. I'm going to try a bit of a different style that is very unusual for me. Like, a style that I normally wouldn't do to try and catch my old opponent off guard here. I think that's what the plan is going to be. All right, so let's throw you on here. We got this and this. I think spamming those is going to be fine. Yes, good, Anakin, good. And we could just do double of this. The amount of healing we can get on those is all right. Cetra is so cool too, but like his chariot is so haggard. Yeah, for the current Tomb Kings, you always want Necro Attack with Van Braces, the buffs necessary to make your Shopti work. Yeah. Sounds about right to me. All right, so let's get you guys. And yeah, there's that. Imbues flaming attacks. Yeah, that's kind of cool actually. And pop that. Let's cut you. I think our first battle report will probably be, I don't know, we might do a chaos one first since there's already quite a bit of Tomb Kings out there. Okay, so you two are ready. I dig it. And we get 2 of those out of the gates. Let's get a couple more of these out of reserve. I think they might be okay. Hey, it's Professor Pone. Oh no, if Pone was here, I would tap out. I would just scoop it up. Oh, I want to use Cetra so badly. I'm trying to like find any excuse I can to use Cetra. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit risky though. Yeah, so we'll get you this and this. Yeah, we could also do double of that. What's that? That is the... Okay, we can cut that. We can cut this. Have him run around. No, then that whole strategy kind of just goes out the window if we do that. All right, so we need that, and we can cut that. Okay, so I think we got the initial action there. Yeah, Cryptors give Ushapti the business. Yeah, they do. That's the unfortunate thing about it. Let's see. What would be the unusual way to play this? Okay. We'll mix you guys in. Looking good to me. What about like an SE artillery piece? I wonder like Casket of Souls. I'm always a little bit underwhelmed by Casket of Souls, to be honest. Put him on a Sphinx? I know. That's the power fantasy, but I find he'll just get wrecked by like a Blood Dragon Lord or something like big and scary like that. Yeah, it won't go super well for him. Because Blood Dragon Lord will get the charge on him. It'll have the Helm of Discord. It'll have like a bunch of stuff like that. That's going to be very good. So to me, that seems a little bit dodgy. All right, so we got you. He is ready. Yes, good. And then we can throw you in as our last piece there. Get this in reserve and get this in reserve also. So I'm trying to think what weaknesses our army has here. Let's go with the Hierophant. Yeah, Kotep is good too. Foot Cetra, he's just going to get bullied by like probably White Kings, to be honest, if I put him on foot. So I don't know if I like that much. Yeah, that looks okay. Can maybe throw in one more of these. What about Necropolis Knights? I always wonder about their efficiency. I always feel like they're kind of haggard when I give them a try, but I could be wrong. All right, so more troopers. Let's go ahead and throw in you and you. 3 of those should be adequate. Then we need, oh god, the Titan is so cool. If we were on a really small map, I would consider using the Titan. On this map, though, I don't think it's going to be super good. I think the Titan's going to be a little bit janky. Yeah, poor guy. He tries his best. Hydro Titan you lose, but at least with style. That's true. That is very true. And yeah, I mean, he can do some work against some of the SEs. Yeah, I think we got to switch up the Lord choice. That Lord is just too haggard. It's like if I was playing somebody other than Tim, I would try that, but he's very good, so I don't want to just give it to him for free, you know. I got to make him work for it a little bit here. All right, and then we can throw you in and you in. Actually, let's get some basic boys. So go in the main army here, and yes, good. We can just bring that along as well. Okay, so that's a little bit over. Let's cut that. Throw some chevrons on these units. Outstanding. 1, 2, yeah. That might be okay. Casket is a little bit too easy to shut down. Maybe the Screaming Beam Catapult is like a one-off, could be okay. Now, overall, though, it doesn't feel like it. Okay, so almost ready, guys. Tim is ready. He's prepared. He's got the Doom stack waiting for me over there, whatever it might be. And let's get you. And then I think we're going to be all set here. Yeah, let's give it a try, man. See how this goes. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Good luck to Tim. Good luck to Tim. Probably going wide with Great Bows and Tomb Guard. That's usually, it's pretty, I think Tomb Guard halberds are good here because they have armor piercing against the Grave Guard, which they will lose to, but at least they can fight back a little bit. And they have the anti-tech against the Crypt Horrors. So I'm kind of like, maybe that's going to be good. I did bring Skeleton Archers. I like them, but it's a little bit risky. Hey, how's it going, Frost? Yes, yes. We got Pone here. We got the whole crew, man. It's going to be good. That's a wild screen blocker. It is. It's pretty freaky. Yeah, Anna drew that one. Glorious work indeed. Yeah, on the Titan, like, I don't know. I find they just get bullied. Having the bound Spirit Leeches is cool. It would be funny to open up with like 2 Titans and have triple Spirit Leech if you brought Arkin. I can see that being kind of cute. Mid-game Catapult, yeah, maybe. But Vampire Counts are really good at shutting down static artillery. They can usually just fly over it and drop a zombie summon, or they can call in a Fellbat and or a Direwolf, which is pretty hard to keep up with. Granted, you can stop the ground harass pretty well. Maybe like a big catapult-based army would have been good. Who knows? Who knows? All right. So here we are. Let's fire it off and have some fun. So we got a Tomb Guard Halberd front line just because they're super cool, and what's not to love about that? 1, 2, 3, and a 4. All right. And which ones do we want to play? Probably objective 3 and 2. We'll probably leave the far side for now. Vampires... will they be able to out-muscle us over there? Hard to say. Okay, let's get our archers in tight formations here. He'll probably just bring out a ton of Fellbats and find a way to shut them down, which is going to be tough. We got Arkin on horseback, which is always pretty good. A couple Skeleton Archers just, for a little bit of poke and harass, and we'll keep the flank secured with Skeleton Warriors. All right. So that's going to be our army out of the gates. Tim's army is about the same size, so relatively wide force. Let's see how we can do here. Probably going to get wrecked pretty damn bad. Some people were saying Vampire Counts do well against Tomb King, so scary indeed. But yeah, Arkin's got, if there's any heavy cavalry, we can Buna them. He has Spirit Leech to help, focus down SEs. He's just so powerful. He has really impactful abilities, like really impactful. Like Liber Mortis is super good. Yeah, so what's not to love? All right, so let's move up, let's creep. And what do we got on the far side? That's going to be some zombies. So we got some zombies heading over there. We could send some Nehekar warriors to go try and contest that point. The rest of the army is going to be zombies and Graveguard. Yeah, so it's going to be shielded Graveguard. They're just such a powerful unit. They're so damn good. Well, let's go see if we can like pick off a zombie unit for free here out of the gates. Our first call-ins need to be Nehekar horsemen because he's going to call in mass Fellbats to kill my archers. So I need to, find something that can peel those guys off. I would imagine a Flying Lord. It could be like a Vlad von Karstein type character. Maybe. I don't know. Let's run over here and just, poke these zombies and try and bait a summon out. And we'll move up and hopefully have some decent territory here. Yeah, he could run around the side. He could have some ambushes. But we will be ready in a second. Oh, did you guys see that? Like the summons disappeared for a second. Oh, he's probably just lagging. Okay. Or maybe I am. I don't know. We'll see. Classic peer-to-peer connections, although Tim's pretty close by, so we shouldn't have any lag problems. All right. So we got the horsemen moving up to do a little bit of poke there. So let's put you in 4 and get you guys ready. All right, yeah, it was just a little bit of lag. And what is that going to be, a Graveguard? Tim pulling the lag switch on me. Yeah. Yeah, Heinrich could be very strong, I think. Yeah, he's a pretty powerful character. We got zombies coming out of the brush. I think what I'm going to do is actually rotate this way, like so. Since most of his army is concentrated over there, and we'll just use these archers to wear down these units. And let's call in another one of these. Put you in 5, so 4 and 5. It's him and his lag switch, dude. Look at this. Evil witchcraft, I say. All right, so yeah, he's got the core of his armies in these trees here, I think. So we're going to rotate over towards Objective 1 and Objective 2, which I think will be a little bit more user-friendly for us. And let's go ahead and call a Skeleton Spear up, have him move there to help with cap weight. And we rotate away from his army. Yeah. The Evil will be coming soon. The Schemes. He's got actually Graveguard and a Corpse Cart. Okay. Could be worse. Could start Spirit Leeching, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, we see Crypt Horrors emerging from the bushes over here. And he's gonna be fighting me for this point. Yeah, looks like he's gonna be fighting for it. Seems like an epic battle. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be really good. So just using our ammo here to wear these bad boys down. Even though they're just zombies, I think it's worth just to get rid of some of the initial mass that he has. Yeah, it's gonna be Heinrich coming from this side. All right, so he's hustling across. Probably next up is an Ushapti Greatbow call-in. I don't like to start with them. It makes it a little bit too easy for people to account for it, in my experience. So let's get these archers over here. Let's get Heinrich over here. Yeah, he's got double White King with the Scabs Grates, obviously. It's very, very good. Very powerful stuff. So you get you here, and let's get you here. You can be right here and get Archer and Archer. And now he's going to be pulling back. So we do get the initial point grab on him, I believe. Yeah, we do get that. That's good. So let's have you guys shoot and get these guys wasting at these Crypt Horrors. We don't have enough for Chosen of the Gods yet. Those foot characters are going to be the biggest problem. They're going to be very, very tough to deal with, I think. They're going to be very tough. All right, so Halberd boys are here. Good, and you're here. Let's get these archers like so. You guys out there, and you guys right here. So we're just kind of positioning everything for the inevitable fight to come. Let's get you called in from the back. Get these Ushabti Grapos. Yeah, that's the big weakness of our build. We don't have like anything to effectively like kill those foot characters, as far as I can see. So here comes old Heinrich. Maybe he's going to do a zombie summon here. I'm not sure. We can start Spirit Leeching him. I don't hate that idea with Arkin and, you know, do a little charge on him, see if we can get a freebie right in his face. So Arkin can definitely do some work to him. Archers are nearby. Okay. So we got some nice HP damage, no complaints. And now comes the big scaries. So let's get you guys shooting here, take you out of that formation so they'll actually obey their orders properly. And yeah, let's see how this goes. You can sit back here. And here comes the onslaught of the undead. So Ushabti Grapos, we need them to shoot the Cryptors if they can. We can drop a skeleton summon right here on top of these guys. So let's just do that to target them. That's going to lock them in place a little bit. Perfect, perfect. Grapos are now shooting, which is outstanding. And the Cryptors have charged in. So let's do this, pull back, and let these Halberds move up to fight here. And you guys can just battle the Sternsmen on the far side. Okay. So next up, we get some Ushabti, some melee Ushabti. We have them come and attack the Sternsmen. Good. The skeleton summon did nice work. We have some Bunas if we want to. Let's get you guys battling here and get these archers and archers to start shooting at that corpse cart. A little bit of an easier target there. And some of the Cryptors on the far side are getting beaten up. Now, where can we drop this? We have Heinrich again, so let's go after him. He's going to drop his zombie summon here, so we're going to Spirit Leech him again. So let's do this. Pull you back, because that's obviously what he wants to do. Ushabti Grapos doing some nice work. Move in and move in. And we do get some great damage on your boy here. He drops a Krell. The evil Krell. Yeah, very scary indeed. But yeah, Arkin the Black is a very, very good duelist, actually. He's incredibly strong. So the melee Ushabti are on their way, and we need to run away from Big Scary here. Let's go ahead and drop the Liber Mortis there. Try and help out a little bit. We got that on this. And you guys can just hammer these down. And as far as this goes, we can do a little bit of split pushing on this side. Let's pull you up to go fight there. All right. So the melee Ushabti have made it on top of the biggins. And we just need to run away from Krell for a minute. He'll be a menace for, you know, some time. Get these skeleton archers here, and you can shoot here too. Let's get you underneath and go chase the big man. We're up on value, but that's very normal against vampire counts. That's very, very normal. And you can see Krell is going to go after the Ushabti Grapos, which is fine. They've already pretty much killed a high-value target, so I'm very, very pleased with that. Let's shoot this. Have you guys wear this guy down. And yeah, you run here, and let's get you Ushabti Grapos to run across this way. And we can call in more infantry if we need to. I think maybe just some melee Ushabti would be better. So let's go ahead and Spirit Leech him again. Let's run you away. And we should be able to get these Nehekar horsemen moving in, but we'll just for now use one of our horsemen to charge there. So the Ushabti are taking down the big boys on the other side. I have lost the objectives, but I feel as if we're value trading reasonably well. Yeah, we are, but it might not be enough. All right, let's get some Nehekar warriors coming up. We're going to need some more meat to actually push through here, and we can use a Ushabti summon on these Graveguard here just to start wearing them down. So Arkin is here. He's looking a little bit worse for wear. Those Cryptors are beat up too, and the Ushabti Grapos were able to outmaneuver Big Boy. All right, so we've gotten that. So let's start wasting into these units. How are we doing on value trading now? We're still ahead, but we need the objectives in order to have a chance here. All right, so we've gotten that. You guys are quite damaged, and we almost got those Graveguard on the other side. I think we'll be able to snake that side point. I think that's going to happen here. Do we have any good quality units to shoot at? Yeah, we have some Graveguard there, so that's perfect. Okay, so Arkin can go after these little Crypt Ghouls, and in the backside, let's go ahead and call in some Pepperguard. Let's get some good units moving up. Do we have the summon right now? We do not. So the archers are going to be forced to flee. Let's call you in, see if we can get you back, and we have the Ushabti summon here on those. Okay, so how are we looking on the middle? It's not doing bad. Those damn Graveguard making some good progress, unfortunately. Let's pull you back, get you moving up here, and it looks like we are going to be grabbing control of this side objective, which is outstanding. So at least we got one out of the gates. Let's drop the damage resist here. Value's a little bit too close for my liking. I think that favors him, considering he's got some good healing. We'll keep Spirit Leashing the Vampire Lord, see if we can wear him down eventually. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we'll give it a good try. And now Kepragard are cruising up here. All right, so how are we looking? Great Bows on the far side shooting away. And we got Doggos coming in. That's the Dire Pack. That's not going to do a whole lot against us here. Let's call in some Nehakara Horsemen, move you guys in. And the Ushabti need to get on the point if they can. All right, so you guys move up and fight. And we need to maybe try and find a way to secure the side points here. This one seems a little bit dodgy overall. Yeah, like this whole area just isn't going super well. All right, so Crypt Ghouls are almost in. Let's shoot these guys, get you guys in, and get these Nehakar Horsemen to come up and just wreck them if we can. Ark in the Black is nearby, and where is the Kepragard? Yeah, Kepragard's battling in the bushes. What are they battling? Zombies and chaff units mainly? Yeah, could be worse. All right, so let's charge here and get you guys to come in and countercharge these guys, and we should be able to win that side point and get back on the board, which would be very, very nice. Let's shoot the Graveguard, and what can we call in next? We probably just need more, and we need more armor piercing. I think we just lack the tools necessary to deal with the infantry. Although we do kill those, which is good. And we do wreck this objective as well. So that's good. We're on the board, and we're ahead on value, but not by much. We're not ahead by too much. Let's get a basically Shopti summon, a melee Shopti. Let's call these guys up and move them in. We got Crypt Ghouls cruising, and these archers can shoot here. Although let's actually just move this way. Have you guys start blasting here. And how's Arkin and company doing? Wonder if he's going to keep taking bad trades here. These are mainly just zombies, so not too worried about that. All right, so we're getting a little bit of crossfire. I think this objective one is a little bit too fortified, although we will have the steady pushing of the Kepragard heading for those, which is good. Melee Shopti, let's have them run in and wreck these Crypt Ghouls, see if they can save that position. And you guys go after these zombies here. Shopti Great Bows can shoot into the Graveguard in the middle. And Arkin can then head over and drop a little summon action on those. All right, let's get some more infantry moving up. Some archers are always good. And the Melee Shopti will wreck those Crypt Ghouls pretty badly. Kepragard can head here, and we can unify with that unit. Outstanding, so let's do this. Drop a little skeleton summon on these bad boys. And we have the Buna when we need it. Yeah, when we're ready for it, we have it. All right, so Shopti Great Bows can wear them down. Let's get these archers heading over this way. And almost got these little Crypt Goblins down. Tim's microing them very well, so it ain't easy to get there. Little Crypt Goblins, it's basically what they are, right? All right, so let's get Kepragard and these Ushabti to start bashing there. Maybe we can get that objective back as well. White Kings are chasing us on foot, and we need to get more mobility out here quickly to make sure we don't lose this point. Archers, how we looking? Let's move it up. Yep, you guys keep moving here. And we've almost got the Crypt Goblins down. They're looking pretty beat up, and we might have a good chance of getting that side point, actually, believe it or not. I don't know what he's calling out here. Fellbats? Okay, that's fine. Fellbats aren't so scary. And we got Graveguard here, so we're going to fade a Buna those guys when they get a little bit closer. That is going to be the play. Let's run you guys out this way and just tarp at you, and we can just start shooting at that White King there. Unfortunately, those archers not going to have a super good time here, but I think we win that fight. I think we do. We could just call you guys in to help out on the objective, too. That's probably going to be a little bit more prudent. Takes a long time to kill a lot of his units, that's for damn sure. Takes a long, long time. All right, let's get some more good quality troopers heading to the middle. Maybe should have had some more of those. And we do have the Fate of Buna now. But we need to get you guys up on the point here. All right, and you, Shopti, can just bash this guy, and let's get you guys fighting. Arkin is here, and let's do Libra Mortis. And cool. So that's going all right. We got Kepragard moving up, and these are Graveguard here, so I'm happy to have those fight. And I think this point is actually going reasonably well here. Let's get some Skeleton Spears, move those up, and yeah, Kepragard are very much a raid boss unit. They're very, very tough to bring down. So do we have the Fate of Buna? Yes, we do. Okay. So he might be able to get this point back, but we are contesting the other one. Like, all the points are kind of, like, slightly contested right now. The melee Shopti are doing it. Value is really close. I mean, we're both undead, but I don't have any healing on my roster, so he's probably been casting a fair amount of, you know, pretty effective spells. And you can see the Ushabti there actually doing a good job. Okay, Archer shut down by double Fellbat. You know, get wrecked. Me. Let's call in another Horseman here. Can we get another Horseman? We can get the Skeleton Archer variant, but I think I want you guys. Yeah, and let's start, like, trying to snake the middle if we can. Holy shit, that whole blob just came out of nowhere, man. That's a lot of stuff, Jesus. Okay, so that's gonna be lost, 100%. So now we need to just move to the middle and see if we can grab that. Okay, so those guys are crumbling, and we got you guys coming. Arkin's gonna do a little rotate over. This fight is going well. Kepragard are killing basically everything, but it's taking a hot minute. I can see this matchup being doable if I was more practiced in it. And probably just a slight change up of my units. Like, the value trading isn't too hard. Maybe Arkin isn't the way, and going for a like a more healing based build would be you know, the game plan. Yeah, could be wrong about that. What are these going to be? Dire Pack? Yeah, Dire Pack and whatever. We can just move after those. And you guys set up here. Let's get your boy Arkin to come in there and deal with this. Okay, so we rotate over. Ushapti Greatbow still duking it out. You guys go fight, and we're going to get the Horsemen in there and also the Nehakara boys. And the side point looks to be coming to us, which is great. So let's get you on this point here. I mean, a lot of things are going pretty well. We're about to get a double cap, but the thing is, like you guys have articulated, we are in triple cap situation, so that is going to be a tricksy one. And those damn Graveguard have just barely held on there. Yeah, just barely. All right, are we going to get this one back? Maybe. I don't know. We are definitely going to get the side one. Let's get some archers up just for a speedy capture weight. And looks like that's going okay. Skeleton summon there. Let's do that and just have them move in there. So you guys waddle over. And do we get the cap? You guys move in. Yes, get in front of them. Outstanding. So I believe we get the capture here, which is good. So that's going to go to us. Let's have you guys move here. That gets the cap. That gets the cap. Not bad. Actually ended up being a decent game. Actually ended up being decent. I'm very happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. All right, so let's put you in group 3. Pull over this way. And yeah, I mean, we had more time maybe. I mean, he's ahead on value, but maybe I guess Realm of Souls healing is something I'm not really taking into account. Also maybe less Tomb Guard Halberds, more Nehakar Warriors in the beginning. That could have been the play as well. Spirit Leech you guys down. This one's starting to flip here, but we simply don't have enough time to play. Yeah, like we could move our cavalry onto these 2 points here. Kepler Guard have taken that side point. Probably opening with Kepler Guard 2 would be super heavy metal, right? Ushaptis can move there, and let's get you guys up. And do we have any more Vanguards? We do not. We do not. So let's blast you a little bit. The big blob is doing well. I actually kind of liked the melee Shopti here. I thought they were good, and look at that. We actually even kill his Lord too, which is pretty big against Vampire counts. Because that's going to be a dead Heinrich there, probably from the Spirit Leech. But at this point, it's a little too late. A little bit too late. Maybe we should have tried to snipe him earlier too. A lot of interesting things to explore about that. That was fun though. GG, well played. It was a good game. I'm glad I didn't get smashed. Yeah. No, Chariots, Tomb King's Chariots kind of suck, in my experience. Let me say GG to Tim. GG, well played, dude. Get me that strong tiebreaker. So the archers actually were okay. Some of them got shut down, but some of them got some solid value. They helped against the Cryptors in the beginning. I didn't hate that. The halberds, how'd they do? They held their own. Each of them got about 400 or 500 value. You could see his infantry had a superior performance for sure. The Graveguard staying power was a lot better than us. Other things that performed well, the Ushapti actually did. These ones got 1300 value before they died, and these ones got 800. But without the bows, the Cryptors might have run a little bit rampant on us. You could see his Cryptors didn't do that good. I mean, a couple of them did, I suppose, but they were kept to a relatively low amount of value. Ushapti Greatbows are really good. These are really good too. I like the Ushapti Greatbows a lot. And yeah, he's good. Tim says Arkin was doing some work. He is. Arkin's a beast, dude. He's I think the best Tomb King's character, unfortunately. As much as I want like Cetra and those more iconic. I mean, Arkin's iconic too in his own way, but you want Cetra to be a little bit better. Yeah, Tomb King's Chariots suck pretty bad though, which is a shame. Which is a shame. They're actually going to be. Let me tell him to report the score. Report score, and we'll see who we end up playing next. We'll have the next match starting here in just a second. Sounds good, Bob. No problem. Okay, so we just have a little bit of admin stuff going on, so we will go ahead and drop Bob. Yeah, it looks like Houseplan already did it. That's fine, but is he going to be coming back? Okay, so he'll be back for round 2. Sounds good. Yeah, the Scream Skull Catapult could be okay, and Tomb Kings do have the tools to protect it. I wonder about this. So maybe we go. I kind of like the Skeleton Horse Archers. I felt like they had nice utility. So we go with more of a mobile core, so it's harder to shut down. I think the Tomb Guard Halberds are better than the Sword and Board variant, just because the armor piercing and their tech against Cryptors is pretty good too. All right, so let's go to the drawing board on this. This is kind of the point of the stream, playing a faction I don't really know how to play and learning with you guys. So archers, and maybe, I mean, do we open with a new Ushapti Greatbow? Like move it into the starting army? Like so, okay. And then we can, I didn't really care for the Sepulchral Stalker. Like there was never a point where I felt like I needed them. So we do this and then maybe throw out a catapult, just like 1 maybe. Or we could do 2, but 2 is hard to protect. So 2 plus another Nehakara Horseman could be kind of a viable thing. Like this style. That could be kind of cool, right? Because then you have some tools to poke Cryptors in the beginning that are less vulnerable. We have triple Ushapti, Kepler Guard, nice summons. Nehekar Horsemen are really good. They're like super good. One of the best units on the roster. They're very strong. None of the big monsters would have been good. The big issue we ran into against him was killing his Tomb Guard. They're very tough to kill. Or not Tomb Guard, excuse me. The you know what I'm talking about. The big scary, the Grave Guard. They guard the graves, not the tombs. It's all in the family, but you know, we're good. Sounds good. Prep for round 2. All right. So are we ready? It looks like a couple games are still going. We have some time. What time did we start at? We started at 6:30, so it's been half an hour in the first round. So the players have another 15 minutes left. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think you got to go with Arkan too. Or we could even go like wider, like go like this. Like have a wider, more, you know, kind of better quality front line with one skeleton spear in the back. This seems like a good idea too. You could even like slap your excess chevrons on these guys, because these guys will trade okay, all things considered. They will lose pretty bad to a Tomb Guard unit, a Grave Guard unit, but yeah, they'll hold their own. And then what would we switch in reserve here? Yeah, this is also good, I think. The meme catapult you probably need. I think you need it. The Tomb Princes are anti-large, so though they have armor piercing, they're not terribly efficient against ground-based troops. You could go with like monsters. I think the melee Shopti, like we had a melee Shopti unit, which I almost went Kotep. I almost went Kotep that game, but I think Arkan is just way better. Because vampires have a lot of annoying things you need to kill with Spirit Leech. But having like a Kemerian War Sphinx mixed in is something else I can see being viable. So we would do this, and you would throw in a Kemerian War Sphinx. And we would just need to cut one ability here. Let's see what would we end up cutting. I mean, Fate Abuna, like we could just go Spirit Leech, right? So if you had a Kemerian War Sphinx, you can use it to goon the White Kings. Yeah, the cheap spell spam with Kotep is good too, but I don't think it would have been as... Arkan got like 2,000 or 3,000 value. His summons were clutch. His his AoEs were clutch. This could also be a style. The Kemerian War Sphinx would be able to bully the White Kings pretty effectively. So what did we cut for that? We cut the Ushapti Great Bows out of the gates, right? So then we maybe just get rid of you and just have something like this. Or did we just do that? Tough choices. Yeah, Tomb Kings are a pretty dynamic faction. They could definitely do a lot. Yeah, I dig that. Yeah, I like this build too. Little Kemerian War Sphinxes are actually good monsters. They're actually good. We did have 4 skeleton archers. They were okay, but the foot characters just chase them down. That's a big problem. Like the White Kings can just hunt you down, and you can't really stop them unless you have like a Cetra type character or someone that's an anti-infantry armor piercing guy. Yeah, maybe the War Sphinx is all right. Maybe it is. All right, so 3 players still. The War Sphinx model is pretty cool too. Like a lot of the Tomb Kings models are really haggard. So I got my pre-orders in for the Old World. Pretty damn excited for that. So you can see Old World is coming back, and they're doing their soft launch of sorts. They have the Tomb Kings here, and some of the models are really cool. The like the Kemerian War Sphinx model is great. That's pretty cheap too. Although that's in English pounds. That's why I was like, it's not $45. That's pounds. Yeah. So I'm on the English website, but that model's rad. That's so cool. And have you guys seen the old Cetra model? Here he is. Oh, look at those skeleton horsemen. He looks good. Like the Cetra, his model itself looks pretty good. The skeleton's pulling it maybe needs some milk. You know, they maybe need some milk. What else do we have here? Yeah, I like the Tomb Guard a lot. Tomb Guard are badass. These guys are cool. They're retro looking, but they still have a really cool aesthetic, and all the decorations on them, and they have the banner with like the carrion on the top. Is so rad. Yeah, and I got this one too. The big I actually ordered this guy, the Sphinx. He's so cool because he actually comes. This kit can be built as a Kemerian War Sphinx too. It's the same price, and it comes with an extra character, which you can. This guy, I'm just going to turn him into my banner bearer for my army for Old World. So I'll be doing a stream sometime in the next few days, showing my fantasy armies, my Old World armies, and also answering any rules questions you guys have. I've read over the rules 5 times. When I was in Poland, we didn't have the best reception in the woods where we were staying, so I literally just read the Old World rules like 5 times over. Oh, I love Sepulchral Stalkers. Those things are so cool. Yeah, they're so incredibly cool. Yeah, this guy's cool. This Tomb King as well. The Lich Priest is pretty... The Ushabti Grapos are a little retro, but they hold up well. These models look great. I think they look really nice. But if you changed out skeleton horses on Cetra's Chariot, the model becomes much cooler. Oh, yeah, for sure. It really does. Yeah, these are cool. And then you got this is the new Banner Bearer. This model's new as well. Tomb Kings are missing a couple units in Total War. Like, they don't have Tomb Swarms like these guys. These are, it'd be cool if we got these. So these are like swarms of scarabs. These models are new, actually. But these would be a really neat one to throw in there as well. What are your thoughts on the rules? I think they're really good. Will you let factions like Lizardman and Skaven? Yes. I am going to be completely ignoring the legacy factions that have PDF rules. I'm gonna be completely allowing them in all my tournaments because I'm gonna be hosting tabletop tournaments in Los Angeles. I just need to find a venue. So I'll be the admin of the tournament. If you guys play Old World and you're in California, you know, come on by and come play. It's gonna be fun. We'll be doing interviews and different things like that. It should be a lot of fun. Anyways, the next round should be ready. So let me refresh this. Yeah, Tomb Guard look really good. Those models are great. Okay, we got 2 games going, and they have another 10 minutes to finish their matches. So we got Thunder and Renegade Moose playing, so should be fun. Sounds good. So let me see who this is. This is Rock. All right, so he said, did he play? So he's going to be dropping. All right, so let's drop you. He said a snowstorm has taken out his power, so extra scary. Hopefully you're all right there, buddy. And we'll fix your score. And it should be good. If I can go 2-2 tonight, that's my goal. 3-1 would be awesome. That'd be ideal if I can get there. 2-2 though, if I could break even against this pool of good players, I'm going to be very happy. Very happy. What's a Tomb Swarm role in tabletop? So I believe they have the Ambusher special rule. And they have what I really like about Tomb Swarms in tabletop is they have a rule where they don't obstruct line of sight. So you can use a Tomb Swarm front line, have them in the front, and all your arrows can shoot right over them, like through them, whereas your opponents won't, like, yeah, so you're going to be able to do some cool formation strategies with those guys. Tabletop tourneys in LA, where I'll post all the info on the channel. Yeah. It's going to be Warhammer the Old World. So if you have an Old World army, and even if it's Skaven, Dark Elves, whatever, any of the legacy armies, they're going to be allowed to be played. The one thing will be maybe, yeah, we'll want players to have the correct base sizes, but I think I'm going to bring base size adjusters on hand. So if people don't have them, their armies aren't rebased, we can get them hooked up. I'm really excited. They look like Nurglings. We were just looking at them. I'll show you again. Yeah. Okay, where are we at? I'm really excited though, man. I'm super hyped. Like so far, I think GW did a pretty damn good job with the rules of the game. There's only 1 or 2 things I'm really curious about how it pans out. Here's the Tomb Swarms right here. Yeah, this is the starter box. So GW actually sent me this, so I'm super excited. I've already built the dragon. He's going to be getting shown in a video in the next few days. The rest of the stuff hasn't been built yet because my hands are crippled and it takes me a long time. But the dragon is ready to party. He's good to go. Yeah, he's ready. A friend of mine just gave me a set of Demons of Nurgle miniatures. Pretty excited about them. Yeah. Absolutely. We haven't seen that action yet, but hopefully in due time. How am I doing? I'm doing really good. Yeah, I'm doing real good. Life's solid, man. Can't complain. Okay, refresh. Let's see where we are in the brackets. And yeah, by the way, if we're just chilling here in between rounds and you guys have any questions about Warhammer the Old World rules, I can answer any of them for you. Okay, 1 game to go here as well. I'm making a Nurgle warband for Chaos. I'm pretty hyped for that. Nurgle has some good special rules. So the Warriors of Chaos in tabletop in the Old World, really sad Skaven aren't getting updated models. So Caesar, let me show you something real quick. All right, so if you're worried about Skaven not getting new models, you really don't need to, because Skaven have already gotten a shit ton of new models, and any models they make for Age of Sigmar, you can use in the Old World. You just put it on a square base on the appropriate size, whatever that's going to be, and you're going to be totally fine, dude, I think. So you go to Age of Sigmar, right? And then you go to, I think they're under Chaos, and then you go for Skaven. So Skaven have gotten new models. Like, we don't know what's there, but like this Deathmaster, like he's a new model, and you could just use him in the Old World. Just put him on a square base. Like, the Skaven will fit just fine. And you can legitimately purchase most of the Skaven retro models, like, still, right, on their website, because they're used in Age of Sigmar. So, I would say don't worry about it. You're going to get new models from Age of Sigmar, which you can then just put on square bases and have it count as whatever you want. You looking for new Death Runners or Night Runners or whatever, boom, you have them right here. Put these bad boys on square bases and call it a day. So I am making a Warriors of Chaos army, right? For Fantasy, for the old world. And I bought this kit here. These are the new Chaos Warriors. And I put them on 30mm square bases, which is what they're supposed to go on. And they fit perfectly. You just got to be a little bit cautious and maybe trim some bits. But these models are the new Age of Sigmar Warriors of Chaos, which are amazing. And they rank up perfectly on 30mm square bases. You just got to place them a little bit cautiously. And you're good to go. So don't worry about it, dude. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. All right, so 1 second here. Let me refresh this, see if we're ready for the next round. Hey, Wicked, how you doing, man? All right, so let me make sure the round hasn't started. Okay, they're still here, so let me take some questions here. So to clarify, because I literally know nothing about Old World stuff, doesn't have Fantasy Marines? No, Old World does not have Fantasy Marines. No, that's for Age of Sigmar. No, we have proper Sons of Sigmar here. We have the Empire. We have the Empire of Man, as they call it now. All right, so how does initiative feel in melee combat combined with the step-up mechanic? So obviously units, if 2 units fight in combat, it's not like 40k where the charging unit always fights first. In this game, there's an initiative statistic that dictates which unit fights first, right? So the thing is, though, if you kill the enemies in the front row before they get their turn to swing, then they lose those attacks and they don't get to then attack. So that initiative is going to be a big player for sure, but in many ways, like you can make if your units have lower initiative, in many cases they'll be relatively tanky, like Chaos Warriors or something like that, so they can take those hits and then punch back even harder. Or like if you have low initiative Skeleton Warriors and they get beaten up by like a high initiative Beastmen or something, you're gonna have multiple ranks, and in many ways they're just there to hold those units in place, right? So I'm not too worried about it. The one thing I'm most concerned about is the formation width, because every model in the front row gets to attack no matter how wide it is. So I think there'll be some shenanigans with that at first, but we'll have to see. I haven't had a chance to play any full matches yet, so we'll find out. Wilford says, hi from Sale. I love you watching your stream and snack on some Korean goodness. Hey, right on, man. Right on, right on. Jat, thank you for the donation. God damn, that's a generous one. Thank you so much. Wow, man. There's no message except number 1, but all I can do is say thank you. That is extremely generous, and I really hope it's not a financial burden on you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Certainly helps fuel the old tabletop channel. All right, so they got 4 minutes left to finish. And I will message them. All right, checking here. Where to find them, and that is going to be Thunder. You guys done? You must be having a really laggy game. All right, I have a question. What can I do to play Magic Commander? Oh boy. Well, perhaps someday we'll do some sort of a meetup event like Los Angeles or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't been playing too much. I'm very focused on tabletop right now. Would it be a bad idea to invest in one of the legacy armies if you have 0 interest in playing AOS and only want to play Old World? I don't know. Yeah, I would be cautious about it. Like, if you already have one, that's fine. But if like you're starting from scratch, I would definitely recommend playing one of the factions that's in the main narrative. I think that you're going to be safer that way. That would be my 2 cents. But yeah, well, nobody knows how that's all going to pan out. Can you describe a couple of demonology spells? They're mostly buffs and hexes, yeah. So the demonology spells typically, one of them summons like a spirit, sort of, but it doesn't bring a physical model onto the battlefield. So yeah, that's fine. All right, so I think we're about ready. Like, so for example, I built a unit of, he said they just finished. Wow, that must have been just a knockdown, drag out fight there. I just finished building a unit of chosen Chaos Warriors, just the coolest shit ever. And they're also using great weapons, right? So their initiative, units that use great weapons have the attack last special rule, which means they always hit last. But these guys, they have full plate mail armor. They're just like super jacked, right? So even if they have low initiative, they're going to survive, and then they're just going to like take you to Pound Town on the swing back, right? Which is the idea. All right, so checking here to make sure there's no drama, and we'll advance the Swiss to the next round, and let's have some fun. Yeah, like the Tomb Kings have a spell called Incantation of Cursed Blades that gives all your nearby Tomb Kings rerolls to hit. So you can put them in the middle of your Great Bows, and all your Great Bows are rerolling their hits and stuff. It's really, really cool. All right, we got Bob that Builder. I'm not sure what he's playing. So, Bob, see in here? There's Bob. Let's join his game and have some fun. I'll be doing a full stream going over all this stuff, though, and answering any questions. I can look through any of the spells, like whatever you're into. I got you covered. It's going to be great. All right. Perfect. So, next matchup, we got the Tomb Kings. Not Tomb Kings, excuse me, the Vampire Coast. Which this is a matchup I have not played in a while, but I used to play it in Warhammer 2 a bit. From both sides also. So I'm going to see if some of those old familiar tactics work. Does Old World have AOS double turn? No, they don't. Thank the dark gods. It's an alternating turn. I hate double turns in Age of Sigmar. I know at a high level of play in Age of Sigmar, you can play around it, and it's not the worst thing in the world. But from a casual perspective, and somebody who's just playing for fun on the side, yeah, no, it's no double turns. Yeah, and honestly, it's not as big of a deal in this game because in 40k in Age of Sigmar, oftentimes when you charge, you get to attack first no matter what. So it feels kind of bad being the defending player. But in this game, the defending player can still often fight first because of initiative. And when somebody charges you, you can do charge reactions. So you can flee from their charge. You can stand and shoot them while they're charging you. You can hold your ground. There's a couple different reactions you can do when somebody charges you. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, a very spooky matchup here, guys. It's going to get very frightening. Thunderbolts and lightning. All of the above is here. So let's do that and get you guys coming out. All right. Awesome, awesome. Yes, good, Anakin. Good. Let the hate flow. Now, who do we want to use here? I have some power fantasies about this one. I'm not sure who we want to use. I'm playing to win tonight. I mean, I try to win against him. He's just really good, and clearly he had my number. So I'm trying. Don't you guys worry. There's not going to be any laziness here. All right. So what else do we want to bring? Could it whip you guys out? That's not a bad idea. So what Lord? I don't want to just use Arkan every game. He's really good though. Like, Arkan is so powerful. Oh God, he's so good in this matchup too. Just so solid. All right. So I'll do that, and then we can go ahead and get rid of that and get rid of that. And I think that's going to be the play. Bob lives a mile away from you IRL. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, Age of Empires 4 tomorrow. Yeah, Age of Empires 4 tomorrow. War Sphinx against Coast? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that is the play. I think that there's better options for sure. Okay, let's get you guys. Whip out a couple of you. And then we want you in the front. I think is going to be the correct play. Can get my homeboy here. And, yeah, I think that's enough. I think that is enough. Maybe we get some of these. Vampire Coast definitely has some good disruption tools. They do. They can cause some havoc in your lines if you're not ready for it. Okay, see if we can afford 2 of those somehow, and then maybe just get you to hold there. All right, so that's a pretty good starting army, I think. I like that one a lot. I think it's got some good tools. Depth Guard could be like a weird niche pick that we see here, so maybe having a couple of these to counter them would be prudent. Do we need to worry about foot characters here? Oh, you know what it's probably going to be? It's probably going to be a Celostra. Yeah, it's going to be a Celostra summon, I would guess. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Celostra. It's Celostran time. She's coming for me. Yeah, and she's very good. Celostra is very, very good. All right, so it looks like they're about ready. All right, so let's throw you in. A little bit vulnerable, perhaps. The bomber mobs will be very troll. Let's throw you in. What about like a skeleton chariot too? I don't know. Feels janky as hell. Okay, so we have the anti-foot character tech. Don't want to suffer that problem again. The Iroh Titan fantasy is very strong with me here. I'm certainly feeling it. I'm feeling it pretty good. Dare him to bring a Titan. If there is a matchup, if we end up not having a chance to qualify, I will maybe mix in a Titan for you guys. Okay, so we got 2 of those. Kepler Guard in this matchup, they're okay. They're certainly pretty stalwart. Got good armor values and can fight pretty damn hard. So I think we mix those in. So 1, 2, 3. Some decent stopping power. What about a Bone Giant? Bone Giant in this matchup, what would it be good against? I mean, do they even do magic damage? It does. So it could snipe a character like Celestra, which would be very funny. Bone Giant. Cannons will probably counter a Bone Giant pretty well. So I'm not in love with that idea. Shop the Great Bow, Skeletons. Could bring the Blessed Legion. Not a terrible idea. And let's throw it down with these. All right, it's good, looking good. These guys are all ready. I think we probably need a little bit of, yeah. Crabs, are crabs really an issue? Crabos, are the Crabos gonna be a problem for me? It could be. The Crabos could come in and cause some serious havoc. So let's maybe throw you in. Okay. Bad Crabos, extra evil crabs. And this. And we got 2 of those in the main army, and let's throw a Carrion in there and call it a day. All right, I think this could be okay. Wish me luck. Bob's a great player. Like I said, certainly a very strong run of players tonight. And here we go. Good luck, have fun. All right, all right. Empire has some pretty cool rules in Old World as well. I'm hyped to play them. So the Empire and Tomb Kings in Warhammer the Old World, they have what's it called? They have these cool formations called regiments and detachments, where you can have like a primary formation, which is your regiment, and you can have supporting detachments next to them, and they can do reactions to protect their main regiment. It's really cool. So if somebody like charges your main regiment, your detachments can like fire supporting fire for them. So far, only Empire and Tomb Kings can do that, from what I've seen. Maybe Bretonia. Hey, Turin, do you know if the AOS Chaos Knights fit? They do fit. I have a unit of 5 of them. I'll show them in the video in the next few days. It's a very tight fit, though, but they do. I managed to make them fit and rank up. You just have to, sometimes you might have to trim one of their cloaks, because their cloaks are really the big problem. Max archers for killing guns. Yeah, I definitely didn't do that. My build is probably not optimal, but it's going to be really cool. So it's got that going for it. All right, so from here, we got Nekar Warriors. Probably should have just gone Skeletons. And I was going to go Archers, but I felt like that was pretty predictable. So I'm kind of just like, let's go hard for the, what's it called? For the catapults, right? Let's have some fun with these. And these things can basically cover like all your bases, I think. Yeah, they can. I really just need to fight on those 2 objectives here. So that's going to be the plan. Yeah, and we have the summons back there. Let's move you up. Move you up. I did bring some chariot action. You know, I think that's going to be fun. And we can have you guys sit back here and protect these, and you guys sit back here and protect these for now. So he'll move up to this objective. The main core will move there. We got the chariots, and the Carrion can just prepare to fly if need be. And the catapults are going to be dropping some serious punishment here. Rule of cool, baby, all day. Empire main here. And we'll find out about the build. We'll find out. Sounds like a Tau gunline rule from back in the day. It was a fun rule. So in the Old World, shooting is very difficult. If your unit, you can't shoot from behind one of your own units. So if you have a bow unit behind a melee unit, you can't shoot past them. You need to create lanes of fire that are completely visible to the enemy units you want to target. So shooting in Old World is going to be decent, but it's going to require a shit ton of finesse. Yeah. I don't think he's going to bring cannons. I really don't. On this map, maybe. If he brings cannons, then I could get wrecked, but I don't think he's going to. Yeah, or is he? Oh, Lamprey's Revenge. Oh, he actually, shit. He did bring a bunch of cannons. Okay, well, I might just be dead then. So let's move you guys up. Let's get Ark in the black here. Get these chariots over here. And move you guys. Good, good. Anakin. Yes, and creep you on the side. We got the Carrion ready to cause some havoc. Hopefully Arkin is going to be able to flee back there. Let's move you up here. And yeah, for now, we can move you on the side and move you on the side as well. And we can start calling out Carrion, which thankfully I did bring a couple Carrions. So we're going to just try and get a real cheeky engagement here and use Arkin to go shut that down. I don't know how it's going to go, but this could be very, very dodgy. So we're going to do this, move you guys back for now, try and range the cannons. And we have old Celestra coming. So Celestra is a good Spirit Leech target. She actually did bring some spells, so Arkin's going to go hunt her down a little bit. So let's move you guys and do a little bit of a flank overload here. All right, and we can keep her honest. If Celestra wants to move up, we can definitely cause some havoc. So the cannons are moving up. We do have the White King, so let's Spirit Leech her. I think that's going to be fine. We do have the sniper coming in, so he's trying to get some range on me there. Very scary. And cool. See how this goes, man. Could be all right. Celestra does have her summon. Cannons are shooting at Arkin. No surprises. All right, so let's fly you across and do this. And you guys in the meantime can come there. Sloster is lurking nearby. She's eyeing her prize. Let's move to the back and see if we can get on those. Arkin's going to keep juking here. Oh, he even has mortars. Okay, interesting. So let's move up our artillery now. So let's move it up. Okay, so the artillery is going to be creeping up. We'll get you in here. And Arkin is still juking. Hopefully he doesn't die to some, errant cannon fire. We got hand cannon mobs back there. Very nasty. Yeah, Arkin's kind of getting popped in the face a little bit. We need him to go a little bit further. So let's pop Liber Mortis just to prevent him from getting gooned. And you guys can go here, and you guys can come across here. Perfect. Now let's drop a skeleton summon right behind him. And outstanding. So now we do that, and we march you to the backfield here, and you, Carrion, can loop around the back here. You guys come down and under. And now we just need to get Arkin away, basically. Yeah, and we're going to be okay. So as long as Arkin lives. All right, so that's going to be one down, and then we can get the other one here, which is a mortar, and you can come back on that Carronade. And if we can just get those grabs, then... Oh, man, that's stupid. That's really stupid. Oh, well. We haven't called anything in yet, so we need to do some call-ins. So let's do some Tomb Guard and Tomb Guard. So, yes, Shielded Boys and Shielded Boys here. And Arkin's boys have moved up. So we got down on one, and the other one, the mortars are going to go offline. So one Carronade's paying the troll toll. And we've successfully done some really, really good damage to the cannons. Let's actually get up there with those, and yeah, I think we'll be fine. We can push. Yeah, I think we can push here. And you just hang out on this one, and we just hold on to the two and hopefully win that way. But that's pretty good. We got one down, one's crumbling, and these chariots are doing the work of the gods. That mortar is really, really paying the price. All right, let's get on the Carronade here. Let's get your boy Arkin back, and now he can move up and start maybe trying to goon this gunnery wide or something. All right. So let's get that mortar crew. All right, let's pull these chariots back. Maybe they can survive. I don't know. We'll try our best. And the catapults have moved up, so let's get you moving here, you moving here, buddy, and you moving up here. And we'll go from there. All right, something just... Oh, it was a Scab Scraith is what it was. Okay. Very, very nasty. Let's go back there, get on this. And do we have any more carrying to call in? We might be able to call in some carrying again. Let's get some Celts and Horsemen and go around the back of the map, see if we can find them. And Arkin's just going to hide behind this pillar here, so... All right, so move up, and get these chariots moving in again. So let's do that and see if we can get on top of these. So there we go. And unfortunately, I just basically threw that unit away. But a couple Scurvy Dogs did end up going down, which is good. So yeah, they're coming up here. Catapult can start shooting at these zombie crews. And you two can start shooting at these zombies in a second. So let's get them in there. And Arkin can just chill out in the shadows for now. And it looks like we did encounter some dreaded Scurvy Dogs on the outside. All right. So, Nahakar Horsemen, let's move them up. And let's call in some of these. So 1 and 1. All right. You guys go around the side there, looking good. And we've got some decent pressure. The chariots, unfortunately, weren't able to make it through, so it is what it is. We're gonna pay the troll toll for that. These carrion are gonna fly across the map. You guys hang back here. And we did send in a couple of these. Let's get these Tomb Guard up there. And yeah, we've got him stuffed all right. It's kind of close on value. He's definitely ahead of me, which feels bad, but you know, we'll do what we can. We do have the Ushopti summon also. So we can use that on the Carronade here. So that should kill it. And then our catapults can hopefully start returning some value for us. Okay, so they're getting blasted here. And you guys can start shooting at just these like tightly packed formations of dudes. Dudes for the dude god, dudes for the dude throne. And he might go for the catapults here, which we should have answers for. Yeah, we just kind of park you here and should be okay. All right, so they're coming for it. They want it bad. We'll pull Arkin back there as well. And you, buddy, can come back here and defend this. All right, so as much as I hate to do it, we're just going to Buno one of these things to just get rid of it real quick. And then Arkin can go after the other one and should be able to head those things off, no problem. So Ushopti Summon has gotten the Carronade. Let's get him on the black spot. All right, so that's going to be one doggo down for the count. And we'll see where they're going to go. Yeah, he's going to split up and go after multiple, which is very smart. So we'll do this, keep Arkin on this one, and we can go ahead and use Liber Mortis here and get you going after this one. Great, so both those dogs are going to be shut down. And now the carrion can come in the back and jump on this. And let's move after you. Okay. So yeah, I don't think we're going to lose any catapults there. We might actually take a little bit of unnecessary damage on this one, which is very Bronzodi of me, but it's okay. Nobody's perfect. Let's move up, move up. And the catapult should be getting back online in a moment. Those dogs should be going down, and I think we're okay. So yeah, these guys also going to get pounded here. And all right. So the Ushopti Summon still working in there. We got these guys moving, and the value is actually reasonably close now. Hopefully this catapult can stabilize. If it can, that's really good. No guarantees, though, obviously. All right, let's pull you back. Get you guys moving in here. Back you go to defend, and let's get you back online. All right. So catapults. Yes, yes. What can we shoot? Let's take out those shooting zombies. We can go after the lady, the opera singer here. Hopefully get her down. And we need to just call in more basic troops now. One, and let's move you up. Cool, so we get the Spirit Leech, the Damn Knight's Errant are out, so let's get those in position. Unfortunately, I could lose my business here. Those Knights Errant are really, really tough to stop, and you know, that was one of my concerns for sure. So Lamprey's Revenge, okay, so we need to call in a Great Bow to snipe those down. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to salvage the catapult here, so I think I just defend the other one. Celastra is kind of beat up, so maybe we can get her. Let's just park on this catapult here. See if we can protect that one, and let's get that Great Bow in right now. So Great Bow in the back, boom, and you can go ahead and start killing Lamprey's Revenge. Let's do that, and pull in this Nehekar Horseman back to the catapult crew, and then you can shoot over here at this. All right, so how are we doing? Are we getting any work in on her? Yeah, a little bit of damage. Could be worse. And that catapult's down for the count, so we need to just, you know, try and intercept them now and save the other catapult, if that's going to be at all possible. Ushopti Great Bows are here. The crabs are running away. And, all right, let's get ready to party. So can we get another Spirit Leech on Celastra? We can. You might be able to just straight up kill her. You know, she is an ethereal unit, so that's good. So we get those guys tied down, and you guys sit right on top of this. Great Bows are getting attacked here. Let's get another Horseman and just intercept those doggos. And try and hunt this character down. It's going to be tough. Let's run behind the pillar. Make sure we don't get caught in a bad way by a bunch of guns. Yeah, juking. Let's do Libra Mortis here to make sure we don't get popped in the face. And then we just run away here. Okay, so I think that catapult might live. No, it's offline for now. But there was quite a bit that was invested in trying to kill it. So that's good for us. Let's get this Great Bow up here. And Arkan is still juking. Could use a summon here. Let's do that. Yeah, that'll help with those doggos. And now we can do overcasted Spirit Leeches on Celastra and stuff. We still have one catapult. He was able to take down several, which is very, very well played. We need to get Carrion too. So Carrion coming in, disrupting in the back would be very nice. Let's get those Carrion moving in. Get these skeletons moving up, and you guys move up to intercept the black spot. All right, so Sable back here. We got that catapult online. Let's get these Great Bows up and have them just start wailing on Lamprey's Revenge. Let's get you guys over here. And we can overcast some Spirit Leeches from downtown, because if you overcast, it extends its range. Move you guys up. And Carrion, just go. Just go hunt what you can. We're up pretty heavily on value now, though, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And, yeah, we can move here. We can also press his home objective. And then we can call in a Nehekar Warrior to hold here. All right. So Celastra is definitely getting the dirty. She's not happy about this. The Great Bows can start shooting at the depth guard that are on their way in. So let's get our catapult and shoot at the depth guard. Yeah, that's going to be the ideal target. Might be able to get this objective off me. We'll have to see. I see a lot of doggos in the backfield. Not sure what they're really trying to do. Looks like maybe go after Arkan or something. Let's go after the black spot. Maybe they're just coming in to fight here. I'm not sure. All right, so Great Bow time. Let's go ahead and switch to the... Are those a summon? I think those are. I think those are actually a summon unit. Okay, that's wild. Pull you back here. You guys are moving up. And yeah, just go fight here and go fight here. Oh, he's flipping the objective. Okay, we have a shit ton of time to work with, though. So I'm not too worried about it. Do we need to overcast this? I don't think so. I think we can just like move in and Spirit Leecher the old-fashioned way. So Depth Guard should be getting blasted. You guys can do this. And now let's switch on to Lamprey's Revenge. And we can take you guys, and since they're pretty slow, we can go Ninja his back objective here. So there's a Spirit Leech on Homegirl. Let's keep you on the back of the point to avoid the pressure. How are we looking elsewhere? Yeah, Celastra has been getting pounded pretty good. The Great Bows there are doing awesome work. Now, what call-ins could we want? I think some basic Ushopti to deal with his melee switch would be good. Yeah, and Celastra is down for the count. So now he's just summoning in zombies, which is not a good sign for him. Typically will be very good for us. We'll have these guys fight here. Let's pull you around. Arkan is still very much alive. Let's pop this to lower the cooldown. And let's get you away. So we start to capture that. Let's get Arkan over there to flip the objective as well. And the catapult, yeah, just keep pounding into these fairly elite units. Ushopti Great Bows are doing work too. Come on, Arkan. Okay, so the crabs have moved on to the point. And it looks like we're going to have some nastiness here. Some scurvy dogs are on their way out. Let's call in a another Ushopti unit, maybe, I think is good. Just to move up and do the fighting here. Let's get around the back. Are we going to be able to flip this? It's kind of tough, maybe. Maybe. We could Spirit Leech here, start wearing down these big crabs. Maybe give them the biz. Let's move you up there in the back. Ushopti Great Bows are doing good work, and now we have some scariness of our own who've arrived. Yeah, looks like we got this game. I think this one's pretty much over here, which I'm happy to get a win. Bob's a great player, very solid dude. So if we can get the dub here, I'm going to be pretty pleased. You know, so they are bringing the Tomb Kings are getting a Bone Dragon in the old world. My conspiracy theory is that CA is going to add it to this game. I think CA will do it in tandem with the old world's launch. So I bet you at the end of January, we're going to get a freaking Bone Dragon. I'm just guessing that right now. GG, well played. That was a good match. It's a good match right there. GG, well played. Let's go. The Catapults did good. He invested a shit ton to try and shut them down. Yeah, a lot. Soloster is really good at killing artillery, but we killed most of his arty in the beginning, which gave us that early advantage there. But yeah, our Catapults dying was rough. Stopping those Bretonnian Knight summons is really hard. Would Buna be good on them? I don't really know how good it'd be on them. I'd have to test it. We could actually test that right now. See how that goes. It's probably not worth it. GG, well played. Yeah, they are nasty. All right, so let's report that score. Switch it up. 3-1 still in play. That's right, baby. Long stream. Yeah, it'll be a couple hours tonight. Be a couple hours. All right, so 1-0, report score. It's been a while since I've done this. Tomb Kings versus Vampire Coast. All right, so there we go. The scary Halloween matchup. All right. So a couple rounds still to go. Let's see how it's looking. Looks like Subutai defeated Rhino. Houseplant defeated Ioba. Tim the Wilder defeated Renegade Moose. No Kane still playing. We had our game, and we have a couple of matches yet to finish here in tonight's tournament. All right, 24-hour stream all-nighter. I would do a 24-hour stream someday, maybe. If my hands ever got better, I would. I guess I could just sit and talk with you guys. It doesn't have to be like playing the entire time too. Is there an equivalent to overcasting in the old world Magic? If you roll 2 6s, the spell cannot be dispelled, and it essentially counts as like an overcast. But no, there's not. Yes, no, there's not. Still shocked we got a Jabberslythe. Are you talking about in this game? The Jabberslythe is in the old world. It's in the Beastmen book. Beastmen also got Dragon Ogres in Warhammer the Old World, which is kind of cool. So they can bring out the big boys. How does regeneration work in the old world? Okay, so regeneration in the old world is an extra ward save. So if you hit a skeleton which has regeneration 5 or 6, you roll to hit them, you roll to wound them. If the skeleton has any armor, they make their armor save. If they fail their armor save, they then make a regeneration save. And if they make the regeneration save, they basically, don't die. They are regenerating or coming back to life. However, for the sake of combat results, for determining which unit has won a combat in the old world, regeneration saves do count towards your opponent's wound score. So it's kind of a way to balance that out. Yeah. GG, well played. GG, well played. I blame the map for that last one. Map Maker was still... Wasn't that your map, Bob? All right. Buno might have been okay on the Damn Knights Errant, but I don't think that's worth it. Because they would still probably get in and kill their target before the Buno could mitigate them. So we wanted to test this on crab. I don't think it's going to be good against like a crab unit, but we'll still try it. I know some of you guys wanted to see that, so it's good against some like weird units like grenade launchers, things like that. Buna is like super good against them. Where the hell is Vampire Coast? There they are. I hope they eventually add Vampire Coast to Old World. That'd be really cool. I don't see that happening, but it would be really neat. All right, let's fire it off and test it out here. Also, do you get ward saves before regens? Yeah, you do. You get ward saves before regen. Regen is the last save that you take. Yeah. And saves stack in the old world. So you can have like an armor save. Like for example, Warriors of Chaos have a special rule called Chaos Armor on their elite units where they get a special ward save because their armor is so heavy. Like on top of your armor save, you get like a demonic like chaos save. It's really cool. Yeah, on my Chaos Army I'm building is like super elite. It's basically like Chosen. And you know what unit they added to the old world, which is badass? They added Chosen Chaos Knights. So you can mount Chosen on Chaos Knights. And they're just like the most heavy metal unit. They literally have like 2-up saves. Like you can only like, you need the armor piercing to kill them. Like they're so savage. Do you still have the thing where you roll armor and ward saves if you have them? So if you have armor, ward, regeneration, you functionally have, yes. You get to roll them all, yeah. Okay, so moving in. The Buna will come in a moment. I believe that gives power recharge, right? Yeah. Yeah, and again, if you guys have any like fantasy questions or anything like that, do let me know, and we'll do it. We'll answer them. The old world is upon us, man. Where the hell is Buna? Oh, I was like, did I not have that? Spirit Leech is in the old world. Buna is not. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Like a Spirit Leech will do a similar amount of damage. That's because that's 22 wins magic. Spirit Leech, on the other hand, will do like a little bit less probably, but it's still going to be pretty good. So this is a unit you would want. Yeah, I mean that's like almost the same amount of damage for way less. So you would just want to Spirit Leech that if anything. Chosen Chaos Knights are so cool. I have 5 of them. I'm using the Age of Sigmar Knights as Chosen Knights and the Warhammer Fantasy Knights as regular Chaos Knights. So yeah, Chosen Chaos Knights are badass. And what's really cool is like you can add champions to every unit, and you can give them magical items too. So even if you don't have a character with a squad, you can give them magical items to like kind of make them a little bit special, which is really fun. Are you going to use some of your AOS warriors? Yeah, that's my entire Chaos Warrior army is AOS warriors. Yeah, they fit pretty nicely. Beastmen look good too. They have a shit ton of ambushing rules. Beastmen have like all these bonuses for ambushing. Like they can so every turn if you ambush a unit, you have to roll a dice to see if it'll appear on the battlefield. But Beastmen can they can re-roll that, and they can like automatically make ambushers appear, if I'm not mistaken. They can do a lot of cool stuff. My wife built the Chaos Knights, and it was rough. She said it was a rough build. It was a lot of little pieces. Yeah. Okay. So 1 game left to finish. Pretty quick round. Well played to the players. It's the same people. It's the same person. Thundernut. So Thundernut versus Lomp here. So they're duking it out. And taking a look at the score so far. Undefeated players are Tim, Houseplant, Scrambled Egg Special, and Subuchai. And then here we have the individuals with 1 win. And we're going to keep going, man. It's going to be good. This is not a surprising top 4, by the way. Tim and Houseplant, I would suspect that it'll be them meeting in the finals if they don't meet in the semis. If I was a betting man, it would be these 2. Although Tim is on vampire counts, which are a weird faction. They can run into their counters sometimes. How was your experience? Let's see. Do cover saves exist in the old world? Yes, they do. So if a unit is in cover, it basically will mitigate the your opponent will have an additional -1 to hit you when they shoot at you. If they're in light cover, and if you're in like heavy cover, I'm pretty sure it's -2. So yeah, you can definitely get protection from cover. I've played the Empire so much, Dusty. I played them so much. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube doesn't always notify people that I'm streaming. It's a common problem on YouTube. Yeah, it's a common problem. Any fantasy question? Why didn't the Eagles just fly to Mordor? That's a classic. I would assume because the Nazgul are pretty capable. I mean, obviously in all the they're often getting owned, but it might have been a little bit risky for them to just fly there, right? Yeah, it seems a little dodgy, right? You put Frodo on the back of an eagle. If like that eagle gets taken down by like a fell beast, or shot by some orc archers who are hanging out on Mount Doom or something, like boom, it's over. It's just straight up over. So yeah, I don't know. Seems a little bit scary to me. I mean, maybe if you had an assurance that the Eagles could just kick the shit out of the Nazgul, it's just like an easy win for them. Sure. I don't know Lord of the Rings lore super well. If Gunhound was here, Gunhound is like the Dark Lord of Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah, he knows. He could answer that. YouTube has been YouTube's got its problems, but ultimately it's a pretty great platform. I mean, geez, like when you go to Twitch and see what's on there, like I think YouTube is like so much nicer to kind of hang out on, but like for me, Twitch chat is just like it's like another language, and all the streams on there, it's another beast. Hey, Colin, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Just have the Eagles fly low to avoid the radar. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Just imagine if he just flies over it and just drops the ring from great heights. Yeah. Yeah, can the Eagles be corrupted by the ring? See, Keen is asking the real questions here. Will the Eagles take the ring and put it on their little talons? Yeah, the eagle is just going to turn into a Sealder and be like, no. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's really good. That's really good, man. The real reason is because it'd be a shitty story. Yeah, that's probably the best answer we've had so far, right? Yeah, the Twitch meta. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Are you well versed in Star Wars lore? No, I don't really. I like Star Wars, but I'm not like too big of a fan of it. I like the originals, and I enjoyed the prequels because they came out when I was like 12 years old, right? So that was fun. Yeah, but I don't know. The sequel movies really killed my Star Wars spirit. You know, when those movies came out, the new ones with Palpatine returning, and those movies were just so bad that it kind of really killed my Star Wars mojo. And I know there's some good shows, like I've heard Mandalorian's really good and Ahsoka is good, but I don't know. Someday I'll get back on that horse, but I enjoy fantasy a lot. And I love dystopian sci-fi. Star Wars has some elements of dystopian sci-fi, you know, with how tyrannical the empire is and everything, but I like more grim dark sci-fi. You know, like that's what I like Warhammer 40K a lot, but also I'm talking like Blade Runner and more philosophical sci-fi, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. All right, so checking here. Those talons aren't little though, unless you mean the ring would just be on the tip of its talon. It's like the very tip of the eagle's talon is where the ring would be. Yeah. Yeah, I heard Andor was good too. Like I know there's a lot of good media out for those shows, but all right. So checking here to see. Looks like we're still going, and it's the same people. The curse. Subutai is probably happy he's not the last one finishing. Ahsoka was good as long as Ray was in it, but since he, oh yeah, Ray Stevenson, man, he's a great actor, and you know where Ray Stevenson was the best was in Rome. If you guys haven't seen the TV show Rome, I know I'm showing my age here, but so he was in Ahsoka, and he played, I believe he was the main villain. I haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen the HBO show Rome, he plays a character named Titus Pulo, who's like just the greatest character. This show is just such a masterpiece. If you haven't seen it, I really like his character in that show. That was the first time I saw him. He was also in The Punisher. He made a Punisher movie, which was really fun. If you haven't seen it, yeah, so good in Rome. Yeah, that's the shit right there. That is just masterpiece. Yeah, Titus Pulo. Yeah. God, I got to rewatch that show. I'm gonna go put it on tonight, I think. Rome is the best thing HBO did since The Wire. It's a bit of a crime, but I haven't seen The Wire. I think Band of Brothers is one of my all-time favorite shows too, and that's HBO. Yeah, Band of Brothers is so amazing. That show just hits you right in the feels. It's like the brotherhood, the tragedy of the war, and like everything. It's so good. Good tourney games. You need to message me. Message me in Discord. I don't know who you are in the tournament. If you want to drop, just let me know, and I will take care of that. So, and I'll drop you now, so then it doesn't mess up the next round. So, if you're dropping, who are you? Let's see. So, Obda. Let me see if I can find you in the tournament here. Where are you at? Yeah, I don't know which player you are in here. Shoot me a message. I know. I'm gonna watch The Wire though. I will. He was a senator for home. Yeah. I love Band of Brothers. True Detective, yeah, the first season of True Detective, that's the one with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey, right? It has like kind of the really dark Lovecraftian sub-themes in it. Yeah. Band of Brothers is just a movie to me. I have to watch I know, I do the same thing. I watch all the Band of Brother episodes. I binge watch them. I watch it like every 5 years. I'll go back and just binge it. You know? All right. Got it. So let me do this. And we just got to drop him here. All right, so the drop is going, and then I need to adjust the score of his opponent. Almost ready. Oh, I love Sopranos. Sopranos is one of my all-time favorite shows. Okay, so Thunder should be at just 1 here, so let me adjust that. Okay, and then we should be all set. We're about to start the next round, guys. We're about to start in the next round. The Pacific was a good show. I believe that was also HBO. I didn't like it as much as... the Band of Brothers, though. Like the Pacific felt a little bit disconjointed. Like the way the show was, I didn't get as attached to the characters, and it was a good, very brutal show. But I thought that Band of Brothers was just much better. Yeah, I'll have to check out The Wire then. All right, so that has been saved. So let's refresh this and advance to the next round. Do you think Cavill will do Warhammer good? I think if Henry Cavill gets full creative control over the show, I think he's a true Warhammer fan and understands the aesthetic of it. I think it'll be good, but obviously there's always a chance for studio interference. You know, there's always that chance. And Paul, you know, all sorts of stuff could come into play. So, all right, let's advance the Swiss. Yeah, I agree with that, Keen. I think the actors in Pacific were a little bit stronger. All right, so I got, oh my God, we have a Tomb Kings mirror match. No, the 2 Tomb Kings players have to play. Oh no. All right, good luck, have fun. And let's find this, and rounds up. No, my Tomb King brother, my bone buddy. All right, so let me find Renegade Moose. That's so funny. Okay, let me find the Renegade. Invite him to the lobby. It's gonna be a Bony Boy battle. All right, and yes. Missed that. No problem. Okay, he might be dropping out. Looks like someone else has a buy. Okay, I could just switch and play them. That's fine. Yeah, we'll switch and play them. Okay, so he is there, and I will play the other individual. Marky, I think is his name. Okay, so let me find him. Okay, no problem, Renegade. Hey, we're playing. All right, so let me switch myself on the bracket here. Do this. And there we go. All right, so it's not going to be a Bony Civil War anymore. No, he's dropping from the event, so should be fine. So let me go ahead and do this. And we can switch it up. So I just need to do a little bit of funny business on the old site here. Okay, I can't do that because I can't report the score. So I'm gonna have to do some real shenanigans here. Okay, so he drops, and now I can fix it. So that will, normally it would be just a free dub, but I don't wanna, I wanna earn it here. My opponent should be on the way. Okay, so he is. And what map are we gonna be on here? We are going to be on the Dried Floodplain. I actually don't know this map. Shit, what does it look like? Dried Floodplain. I assume it's flat based on the name. Okay, it looks like there's a little bit of terrain here, so maybe artillery won't be quite as good. Okay, we'll have to see. Is Turin hacking the code? Yeah, we are. That's the plan. Reacher. I love the Reacher show. I think it's really good. That guy's like the real life Giga Chad. Alan Rickson, I think is his name. He's like, you know that meme with the Giga Chad, that guy who just has like that insane jawline and it always plays that Can You Feel My Heart song? I feel like that guy's like the real life version of the Giga Chad. Like, I liked Reacher. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. I think Henry will do a good job in 40K. I do. My biggest power fantasy though is a Gotrek and Felix show. Like if they did a Gotrek and Felix show, that would just be so good. Oh, even if it was animated, that'd be fine. Is he here? Let me know if you're here. My dude might not be here, in which case I would spectate another lobby. I messaged him. Hopefully he appears. If he doesn't, then I'll just take I would just have to take the drop victory, which sucks, but it is what it is. You can't have them all. Yeah, he looks like a Space Marine, that guy. He definitely looks like a Space Marine. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Is it Amazon? Amazon is really hit and miss with some shows. Like some of their shows are great and some of them are just awful. Like they did Rings of Power, which was just a piece of shit. And then they do shows like the Boys, which was really fun. Yeah, that was great. Danny DeVito's Gotrek, that's the classic. Danny DeVito would be like a better Grom the Paunch, because Grom was like a goblin, so he won, you know, but he's like a bloated goblin, so I think that would be more of a Danny DeVito role for me. Yeah, Brian Blessed would be good for Gotrek if he was younger. I think he's quite old. And playing Gotrek is a very physical role, so unless they did like a full-on CGI like something, it'd be tough. They have to oh, who's the guy from The Shield? What the hell is that guy's name? Michael, I think Chiklis was his name. He could be like a dwarf, right? Hey. We're up. My drops. So we play. All right, so let me try that again. Maybe that's the lobby code from before. Okay, he's actually coming, so we're good. Fixing that, and now let's start doing some of the website shenanigans. Okay, so refreshing this. I don't know what he's going to play. Hank Schrader, yeah, Hank Schrader would be good too. Is he on Bretonia? Ooh, I played this matchup last night with Subutai, and it did not go super well for the Tomb Kings. We did okay. It was a hard one. It was definitely a hard one. So I'm going to do something a little bit more fun here, but it could be good also. I don't know what this map's like. Can somebody describe this map for me who's played it? To try and help me out a little bit. All right. So definitely going with you and this. All right, I dig it. We'll cut those. Oh God, he's on Dwarfs. Oh God. Oh God, it's like the worst matchup. Okay, this is gonna be pretty hard here, but we're gonna do our best to make it work. Characters we want to bring against the Dowie. Huh. That's a tricky one. Mappy Bone Giants against Dwarves is not a good idea. They don't have any big targets for you to shoot, you know? He's good, obviously. Probably we can go with no, let's have a little bit of fun. Although man, it's so cost inefficient. So cost inefficient. Hills and trees. Oh God, that doesn't sound good. It's flat, says Banana. Summon the Titan. At least the dwarves don't have Burning Head. That's true. They do not have the Burning Head, and you'll typically see them coming from a long ways away. Okay, so I think that's going to be fine. Let's get you. I like this. I think this is kind of a cool idea. No, we don't need that. We don't need... Does this actually do damage? It has no AP on that, so that kind of sucks, actually. Okay. And then for this caster here, what do we want to do? Yeah, probably this is going to be the way. We can do that. I don't even know what some of these items do. Jesus. Like, looking at this, I'm like, I have not used this character in a long time. All right. So that looks fine. I think we're about ready with our starting core. We're going to get some Nekar Horsemen. Chariots, the Chariots kind of, I think, maybe lack mass in this matchup. They're going to struggle pretty good. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, no, I have ideas of how to play this one. It ain't my first rodeo. I know it well in the... it just depends on the map. If the map has line of sight issues, we could be in colossal danger. But it's a cool lore choice. It's going to be different. No, it's not Kotep, actually. As much as cool as he is, it's not going to be the Kotep, so... Alright, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and call you in. I think that's fine. Tomb Scorpions are like a fantasy, you know? Like, you want to use them, but I just think they're not very good. I guess against Dwarves, they can grind and poke and do that sort of stuff. Blasting charges are very, very powerful here. That's like one thing we really want to watch out for. We'll call you... Probably 3 of these is fine. Let's get a couple more of these. Yeah. This is going to have to do. That'll do, Pig. That's going to have to do. It'll have to do. So that looks good. We have 3 of those. The Titan would just get cannonballed and shot to pieces. It's going to have a really bad time. Let's call you in. And does this have the construct rule? It does not. Okay. It does not have the construct rule. That gives the blinded by the light. So no, we don't want you. Skeleton archers against slayers, maybe an option. Slayer rushes are going to be pretty good here if they decide to really press in hard. Oh man, I'm 10 gold short of this. That's so annoying. Oh, that's so obnoxious. That's just the most annoying shit ever. Oh, 10 gold, are you kidding me? Is there any way I can like downscale these units? I don't think so. This guy's so rad though, but yeah, maybe we'll just switch you. Then we can get this plus another one of these. All right, let's see how this goes. My army exceeds unit caps. Why did it let me select them if it exceeds unit caps? What do I have too many of? What the hell? How do I have too many of these? Let's see. Okay, so that looks fine. That looks fine. Something's exceeding the unit caps, and I have no idea what it is. Oh, shit. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, that was weird. That was very strange. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not dying. I'm not dying. We're hanging in there. Yes, and we can cut those. Okay. We did it, guys. We've made it. A single horseman there. So I had the I figured out what it was. I had the Lich Priest from the extended roster in my army. So I had the one that yeah, I had the one that you get in the campaign. By the way, thank you again, Jatwall, for the donation earlier. That was super generous of you. So here we go. I've become too weak. Turin, try winning. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying to get it for you. Dwarfs is hard. It's definitely not a good matchup for us. Dwarves are, I would say, probably 65-35 against Tomb Kings, I would say. It depends on the experience level of the player. You cannot have 35 Skeleton Warriors, I know. Yeah, I know. Wouldn't it be funny if I see some of you guys talking about the Emperor from 40K and like having him get like added to the game? What if they just made like a static model, like he can't move, you just put like the Emperor's throne down, but he could just like shoot psychic shit at people? Like the throne, you just deploy it on the battlefield. That'd be so haggard. All right, so okay, yeah, this is fine. We just play these two objectives here. Looks good to me. So let's get you here. It's a little bit awkward, the deploy, but Screaming Beam catapults are pretty good here. We got a battle line of shitty skeletons, so they're going to be our front line. Yes, good, good. And ideally, those things are the ones that eat our blasting charges. And how excited are you for Khalida? She's back. It's going to be fun. We got Khalida on her snake, and then we have a Lich Priest who's just going to be spamming cheap spells, so you can move forward with the front line. And a single horseman who's just going to go see if they can get a cannon or something, right? I could actually even put the catapults behind the trees. This is like a little bit of a, you know what? Will they be able to shoot over the trees is the question, though. I think so. Yeah, let me see. I'm concerned they would hit the trees. Yeah, because then they're going to... I think I liked it better over here. Like, I feel like they're going to just, like, haggardly hit the trees, and I'm just going to be super sad. So, you know, I don't want that. All right, guys. Let's get it. Let's have some fun. Oh, it's the Slayer King. He'll definitely beat Khalida in a fight, so we need to watch out. So let's move you and move you up like so. All right, and then you and you. You do a little bit of positioning here. Okay. Is that a gyro? Oh, it's a Dwarf Warrior Great Weapon. Okay. So the Dowie are coming. I brought Carrion just in case there's gyrocopters. My stream isn't delayed. No, if he watches my perspective, I don't really care. It's fine. If he wants it that badly. I don't think... Most people in this game don't do that. You know, and there's not a lot of knowledge to be gained. It's not like an RTS, like a traditional RTS, where it's like, oh, I can see their build order, I can counter it. Like, this is like, my army's there. The only thing is he could, like, deploy somewhere, like, if you wanted to. That's a little bit harder. Whatever. Alright. So those things are ready to go. We're gonna need, yeah, fire support on all those. So what if they... Can they reach, like, the objective now? Is that Giant Slayers? Holy shit. Oh my god, this man's coming out with a Giant Slayer rush. So let's get the Kepler Guard. Get them moving up. And yeah, Khalida, I don't know how this actually works. We're going to use that item. It's like, I have no idea how that works. Yeah, I really don't. He's got... Is that a Slayer rush of some sort? What the hell is that? Is that her staff? Did it just... Did that just do nothing? Oh my god. Okay, well that was disappointing. So let's move you guys up a little more and move you guys up. Yes, good. All right, really trying not to get line of sighted here. Maybe those guys are gonna rear flank us, I'm not sure. We're just gonna try and capture that point with our horsemen. So we're ready there. We got Kepler Guard on the wings, ready to intercept those Slayers. The Dowie definitely don't want any of this right now, so let's shoot those Giant Slayers and shoot you. And you guys keep moving up this way, all right. That was very strange. Oh, it's off cooldown already. All right, let's see how this works. Is it gonna work this time? Okay. Ah, it's pretty subpar. Like most of those weird items, just super haggard and janky. Yeah, it hit the ground. Yeah, classic stuff, right? Okay, and then you can shoot here, and you can shoot here. Oh, there's iron breakers there. Okay, so we want to like double focus those things if we can. And now we can start calling in some constructs. Get some big boys in the front line. We're going to have to probably yield a couple objectives to the Dowie out of the gates. This one's going to maybe go to us here. Okay, let's switch here. He's bunching up his formation. I think he's having some pathing issues, which is good for us. And let's move you up. All right. All right. Let's get that and get that. Get the little Lich Priest waddling over there. And you can probably come back and just kind of seal that breach in case things get a little bit crazy. All right. So we've got this so far. He's getting bombarded. Definitely not having a good time. And these Ushopti are moving. Yeah, this is, this is not going well. Oh, no. The Dowie are getting shelled pretty good. All right. So blasting charges, certainly not man's best friend. Let's call in another Ushopti unit. Run them up. All right, all right. Kepler Guard can creep through the bushes. Yeah, blasting charges, exacting a vengeance on us. It's completely fair. Let's move you up, move you up. Hopefully we can just eat those blasting charges like champs. And let's get these Ushopti here. They can run in on those Iron Breakers. Let's run you guys back. And let's now get you in. We just want to have the Haggard Skeletons eat it. Let's have Kalita go in. She can actually shoot her snake launcher again. See what we can do. And yeah, so Iron Drake's doing some work there. All right, I like that. Respect. And let's run you away. Got a little bit sloppy with that. And these catapults can now start shooting at, yeah, just continue to keep hammering on these guys. So Kalita, get in there. Ushopti moved in, and we can get the Kepler Guard to move in and help there. You guys move here. Let's give Kalita a little bit of Fizz Res. Certainly not going to hurt. Nehekar Warriors can go fight those Dwarves. You get ready here. And next call-in is going to be some Necropolis Knights, I think is going to be the plan. So Kalita's a pretty good armor-piercing character, for sure. How are we doing here? What is this? This is a Nehekar Warrior? Okay. Call him under here. Get the Ushopti back this way. You guys pile in there. And I think we got this one. You know, Dwarves are a faction that you don't want to, like, call the game too early against because they're very stalwart, but this is a lot of damage. This is a shit ton of damage. All right, so let's get those guys. He bashed out there, and next up, he has called in a cannon, which we're not too worried about. We could even just send, like, we could just have him sit here. Yeah, because this map's actually surprisingly big, so. All right, let's call in Necropolis Knights. We brought the melee version, and Snake Launcher. He brought, like, a full infantry, like, spam blob, and didn't really have anything to deal with my artillery, so that's good for us. All right, Kepler Guard, let's sauce them out. Got you guys in there, cutting through the front line. Let's get these guys over there, moving here. You guys intercept here. Hang out on the objective, and oh, the Dowie are making a little bit of a run for my artillery back here. All right, so I need to get some, yeah, we just shell them. Bring them down, bring them down. We're gonna try to. We need to fight our way to this objective here. Backside one, let's go get that cannon so we can just send those horsemen all the way across the map. Should be able to find a way to get it. I'll have some more spells to spam in a second, and I will have a Nehekar horseman who should be able to arrive before the Dowie get there. And yeah, you can see the catapults are last samuraiing that guy, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. All right, so let's get the catapults back online. You shoot here, you shoot here. You guys move in, intercept those blasting charges, and our value lead is considerable. But yeah, I'm starting to get that Dowie anxiety. You know, like when you think you're beating them, and then they just somehow the Dowie have returned. You know, I will run out of ammo eventually, but it's not a huge deal. So all right, so that's been cleared out. Let's make sure to route them off, and you guys can go help those. All right, outstanding. We're getting pretty close to this point. The Dowie certainly aren't breaking, which is not good. They have a bit of a points lead on us, but not too much. Necropolis Knights will wreck those dudes pretty bad. He's just going straight Dowie infantry spam, which works. It can work. It can work for sure. But I think we're good. I think we're okay. We just hold down on this side. Those guys have been routed off. Catapults. Is there any more Dowie to shoot over here? There are. So let's get those miners, and then you guys can shoot these ones. Necropolis Knights are nibbling pretty good on those. So let's pop the shield. Give some Fizz Res. And we've gotten onto the point. Uh-oh, Kalita's getting her butt kicked by Ungrim. That would be one way I could throw if I lose my lord. Oh, by the way, a really interesting thing about Tomb Kings in tabletop. So in the old world, Tomb Kings have a special rule that if every army of the Tomb Kings has to declare their highest level wizard as their Hierophant, which is like their mortuary priest. He's the guy who like reanimates all the homies, right? So you have to have that as the Tomb Kings in Warhammer the Old World. Now, the funny thing is about it is if your Hierophant gets killed, you have to start taking leadership tests on your army, and you lose your regeneration special rule on all your units. So it's pretty crazy. Like the undead are very, very tied into the to the leadership thing, which I think is pretty cool. It's just like this, right? Like when undead lose their lords, they tend to crumble very, very quickly. So yeah, something kind of neat to think about here. All right, let's move you guys up and move you guys up a little bit. See if we can get a little bit of a better angle here. And yeah, it's Ungrim. We're not going to be, hopefully, entertaining too much of his shenanigans. So let's move you guys over there to the Giant Slayers, and we can take the Necropolis Knights here, just park them on the objective. You guys are up, and now let's reinforce on this side, just to make sure no funny business comes. So we'll call some Tomb Guard out. Do vampires have that rule too? We don't know yet. Yeah, we don't have the legacy stuff yet, so hopefully they'll send it to us. All right, so let's do that. Just put a little Fizz Res on that bad boy. You guys form ranks, and this is looking like it's pretty much over. I don't see too much else going on here for him. Do those yeah, they don't, like, they're not homing missiles, but they are fairly accurate. The Screaming Skull catapults, I've had pretty good success with them. I love any excuse to be able to use Khalida, by the way. It's super fun. Oh, Tomb Kings are just so rad, dude. Like, aesthetically, they're just such a cool faction. I'm so excited that I'm gonna have a tabletop army of them. It's like, ever since they came out, I've always been like, oh, I wish I could play Tomb Kings. I'm sad I missed the boat, you know, all that kind of stuff. So Skeleton Warriors, let's get him coming up. Khalida's just gonna go clear out the scraps wherever she can. In fantasy battles, vampire counts take damage if they fail leadership tests. It's the same here. So if a Tomb King unit loses a combat, they don't flee like other units, but you lose wounds based on the difference in which you lost combat. So like that's how that goes too. Yeah, these catapults have definitely not been running out of ammo. They've been pretty happy in the ammunition department. Yeah, so we're gonna get this last objective here. Giant Slayers will trade horribly into those warriors. He's got what appears to be some flamethrower boys back there, so we'll just grab some carrion and just go chase them down real quick. And I'm pretty sure I got his cannon back there. Oh, he actually was able to defend that. Okay. So he found a way to defend that. Ungrim is going to go fight here, and we can go ahead and give the units a buff here. You get that. Stack on the objective, and Flamethrower Man is online, so let's hunt him down. Get another carrion over the top, and you go hunt that down. All right, so he's trying to resecure his back objective here, but at this point, it's looking pretty bleak for Homie. Let's move over to the top. Khalida can come. Ride her Snake Knight after that. And yeah, even still, the blasting charge is proving to be very good against us. Ungrim is trapped in combat for now. Skeletons have made it up to the point. Kepra Guard, park here. You guys come this way. We could move Kepra all the way to the back, but yeah, bones before grudges. It's going to be... The Tomb Kings probably were holding grudges. Well, the Dowie were around before the Tomb Kings were, if I'm not mistaken, right? Please show the catapult score at the end. You got it. No problem. Yeah, Ushapti summon right there is going to be good. Necropolis Knights, you know, still being pretty effective, I would say. Ungrim is fleeing. I'm not sure what his game plan is. He's trying to run away. Looks like they're thinking about doing a push here. So what I'm going to do is put all of you guys in 3 and tell them to stop and cease fire right now. So let's have you guys do this. And yeah, let's have you move up and cease fire and cease fire. So stop and stop. All right. So we're going to blast them into the Shadow Realm. Let's go ahead and surround the big man over there. Looks like the Dowie are going to probably win that fight here. I should just call in some troops here if I can to move up, and we'll get some Ushapti too. And that should close that one out. Khalida doing the work. Yeah, against Tomb Kings, you definitely need some shooting. Blasting charges are the right way to go. But yeah, it's a good attempt by him. Like, there's many elements of his army which are correct. Just the engagements and the positioning was a little bit tough. Yeah, so just little things here. Little things. All right, so that objective is going to be ours. Khalida has chased that unit down. The back has been taken, and yeah, he has no chance at this point. I have a much bigger army and pretty much like fully summoned out here. So let's unsummon that cannon. Get it back in the pool. Khalida's coming. We have the flyers. Can fly over here. There's no army losses in Dom though, so these games can still drag on for a bit. But it's kind of the same in most RTS games. Like, you can sit in your base in Age of Empires for like 5 minutes after and force somebody to kill you. And this is basically the equivalent. Let's unsummon you guys, do this, and get you guys up to the point here. So we actually capture that. Are we going to capture it first? We should probably not like get rid of those units before we capture that. All right, Ushapti, come to Bone Town. Yes, yes. Yeah, Dowie existed before humans, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, all right, Khalida, do we have any more of your snake launcher, which I honestly am a little bit disappointed with? Man, the Screaming Beam catapults are pretty formidable. I'm really enjoying them. I feel like they're a solid unit. Oh my god, I forgot my priest over here. So we're going to just cast a spell on himself, which was going to heal my entire army because of the lore passive. All right, so this, and if we were in a normal game, you know, the game wasn't over yet, we would unsummon those to get him back in the pool to get some fresh summons. Necropolis Knights are routing off whatever they can. And soon we can get on top of those. And it looks like the cannon is still in line back there. We gotta take that thing down. All right, Kalita, let's get there. Make sure you delete the market and docks too. Yeah, of course. Of course. Unsummons, unsummons. I honestly don't think the catapults even, they did good, but they probably didn't get a ton of value. Most of what they were shooting was pretty weak, so. All right, let's get a halberd unit over there, and this one's looking pretty safe. Ushabti run across the map. And now that we have a triple cap, it should be a little bit quicker. Yeah, these guys are contesting this point. Carrying on the cannon, that thing's gonna be offline. We have a lot of resources. We have a whole lot of resources. All right, let's do that. Run you guys up. Go, my minions, go forth. And then we can call in another catapult, move that thing up. Okay. Kalita takes down the flamethrowers here. Dowie being nice and troll, refusing to die. You guys just hang out on the objective. Clear this out if we can. Should be able to. Carrion, chase that down. And that is going to be it. That was some brutal bombardments, though. That was very nasty. They took a lot of damage. Kalita, how much has she done? 900 value ain't bad. She doesn't cost much more than that, so having that be the case isn't the worst thing in the world. Tomb Guard halberds will be able to fight off these slayers probably, and catapults number 2 is going to be back, and that's GG. All right. So you guys want the value of the of these, so. Yeah, Elite Army against Tomb Kings, a little bit dodgy. You definitely would want to go wider with miners with blasting charges instead, because then you're not, yeah. So 1,500, yeah, 1,200, they all did really good. Kalita was nice. Necropolis Knights came in and cleaned up. Wasn't bad. That is lore accurate. That is lore accurate. GG, well played. All right, so checking this out. How are we looking here? Okay, so in that case, let me make sure. I'm going to award the people their points. So, yeah, now I'll obviously get the point, but that's fine. We'll be what? 2-1 right now, I think? Yeah, 2-1. That's good. So if we win our last one, depends on who we play. We'll have a decent chance of qualifying. Not super good, because the player we just played has a very hasn't won any games yet, so unfortunately, that wouldn't go to our tiebreaker, but yeah. The Screaming Skull Catapults are not memes. They're actually very good. They're very good. I love them. And the fact that they have... Oh, and by the way, in Old World, in the tabletop game, that's going to be 3 here, and this is going to be for you. In the tabletop game, Screaming Skull Catapults have a really cool special rule that if they hit you, you have to take a panic test. So they basically can shatter your leadership when they hit you. So if you shoot at like a really low leadership unit, you can force it to flee and stuff. It's pretty cool. Are there units banned? No, nobody's banned anymore. No, everything is pretty much good, which is great. All right, how are we looking here? Yep, looks fine. And, all right. That's a grudgeon. That is a grudgeon. All right, so a couple games still to go. It looks like 3 matches have finished. Oh, did he just drop? Maybe he dropped. Okay, I think he did. Yeah, so we'll be going on to the 4th and final round here. Currently, we do not have the strongest opponent score because I believe who do we play in the second round? Oh, did Bob lose his next game? If Bob wins, okay, Bob won a game, which is good. And we got Tim as well. We have a chance of qualifying. It's going to be tight. Badger Knight, thank you for the 20. When's the first tabletop stream? It's going to be in February because my wife is out of town right now, and she's the one who's going to be painting the Tomb King's army. So when she gets back in a week or 2, she's going to power paint that army up, and then we're going to have probably the first battle on the channel will be Tomb Kings versus Beastmen. We might open up with Empire as well. We're not sure. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't really know how to play ogres, honestly. It'd be weird to play them. Yeah, they got nerfed a little bit in the most recent patch, so I think they're a little bit more fair to play against now. It doesn't feel as bad. Because not only were they bugged, but they also had like undercosted units. So the costs have been fixed. Because if any of the bouncing stuff you saw in the previous patch, that's because we had a community team that sent CA patch notes. And they used about 25% of it, and the rest of them they just didn't have time to get to. But any of the bouncing changes came from the multiplayer community, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I'm so hyped for tabletop though. Like that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Yeah. Does Lady Turin have an interest in learning to play? She doesn't want to play tabletop, but she's gonna paint a lot. Like I painted the full Empire army, I painted the Warriors of Chaos, and she's gonna paint Tomb Kings, and she's also gonna paint a Wood Elf army for us too. And she's gonna be designing the battlefields. So we're gonna do custom tables where we're gonna get like a piece of like actual, you know, plywood or hardwood, whatever, and make a battlefield on top of it, like with really cool design and terrain and different things like that. The Turin job at CA, I don't think I would want to work for CA. They wouldn't. From what I've seen, they don't pay very well. Number one, and number two, I would hate to like invest all that effort in working there and then just have my decisions stifled by upper management. You know, that would just piss me off too much. I just like, you know, just these people have no hands-on experience with things. I mean, look at freaking Hyenas, right? Like there's just disaster after disaster. Yeah. What are the odds CA actually adds our maps? Yeah, I hope they do. The individual who was working on that at CA no longer works there, so I'm hoping that somebody else will pick up the torch, but yeah, we'll see. We will see. Yeah, definitely do, Bob. Shoot him a message. Get in there, man. All right, so where are we at? Like, I would like to work at a game company someday. You know, it depends. It depends. Okay, so how many do we have finished here? Okay, so Subutai's battling Houseplant. Very sweaty game, I would imagine. We should have 3. No, okay, we have too many points right now. Okay, so let's fix that. That should be back down to 2. Yeah. Yeah, there used to be, CA used to have a program that you could be a part of where you could communicate with the devs and things like that, but that program got canned. It's gone now. I think they're going to remake something like with a different style where they're going to make a new program at some point, but that one got canned, so it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, it's tough stuff, you know. I feel like I would just guess that a lot of people got laid off there and they cut a lot of staff, and it's just, you know, not a pretty sight. Well, yeah, it's like it's a double-edged sword, right? Because working at CA could be cool, but because they, you know, make Warhammer games, and Total War games are like what I grew up with in my childhood. But in many ways, it's like, yeah, just hearing some of the horror stories that it's tough, you know. It's tough. Maybe I'll hire you if I get my company off the ground. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. Although, I mean, I love doing YouTube for a living, so it would have to be a pretty serious thing to drag me away from this. And we're going to be starting another channel too. We're going to have 2 channels going. The tabletop channel. Part of me just wants to put the battles on this channel too, but I feel like it would muddle things too much. We already cover a lot, you know. Yeah, hopefully, Bob. Hopefully. All right, so fix that. And who will we play in the next round? We definitely need to get a strong tiebreaker. We definitely need one, because currently there's a couple people who have better tiebreakers than us. Because that last round, getting the bye round, usually kills your tiebreaker. So, Trixie Hobbitses. Scrambled Egg Special. Houseplant's playing Greenskins. And by the way, Greenskins have been doing pretty damn good. Even with the Wurzag nerf, there's been a couple players picking them up and doing very well from what I've seen. I've seen some replays. And yeah, Greenskins are solid. People are using different lords and all sorts of stuff like that. Turn equals creative director. I would do it for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I would say my biggest... do you edit your videos? So the thing about my videos is most of them are just like Let's Play style. So it's just like you start recording and then you just, you know, stop recording when you're done. So they don't require much editing. But for the old world, I will be hiring a video editor to edit the battle reports. Like I'll get the footage and then we're going to send it to someone. It's going to be focused on the old world, but eventually we might branch out to other tabletop games too. Yeah, that is the plan. Yeah, Greenskins still feel real strong, but where's that getting nerfed is a huge step in the right direction. Yeah, huge step in the right direction. Damn, 3 of my games I lost were by less than 100 points. The words of the prophetic Fred Durst, is just one of those days, huh? Tim the Wilder lost to Scrambled Egg Special, and Subutai lost to Houseplant. No shame in that. Everybody loses to Houseplant. And yeah, he's got a good tiebreaker now too, though, so he'll be fine. My tiebreaker's in the pits. Let me show you guys what that looks like right now. So Houseplant number 1, Scrambled Egg number 2, Tim and Subutai. These are the individuals who have pretty darn good chances. Myself, I have 2, but my tiebreaker is kind of poor. Which, why should it be? I guess I played against Tim, and he has... Oh, but Tim just lost. Oh, so Tim lost, so that hurt my tiebreaker even more. Damn it, Tim, you were the chosen one! Come on now. Come on now. Oh, I'm so excited for, yeah, Old World's gonna be fun. Yeah, do a promo battle on this channel promoting it. That's a good idea, Pyro. I actually didn't even think of that. That's a brilliant idea. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll post that. Yeah, we just got to get like the camera equipment and stuff. It's pretty pricey, but we're looking into some options. You know, we might have to. The first battle report might have to be kind of haggard with like a handheld camera rather than like fancy overhead cameras and stuff. But eventually, we'll get the good stuff. Argonaut, thanks for becoming a channel member. Greatly appreciate it. And welcome to the Dukes of Haggard, my friend. Thank you, thank you. All right, so 1 game left, and it looks like everybody is done. All right, so let's go to the next round here and see what he has to say. Stomach is being... Okay, no problem. Sounds good. Did you drop? So scrambled. Okay, so he's got to drop. I'll take care of it. So we had 1 player drop here. Okay. Apparently, he says his stomach is being ravaged by Nurgle, so he has to drop out. It's a damn shame, but it is what it is. Nope. Okay, so he dropped, and sometimes when people drop it, kind of screws up the score. I'll sponsor a live streamer of tabletop in Vegas. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I'll definitely go to big events when they have like big tournaments. I'll be jamming out to those. So just making sure the drop went through before we move to the next round. Let's drop him. Okay, and then we need to fix Tim the Wilder's score now because that will give him a free point. And then we should be fine. All right, guys, great. It's good to be back. It is. I'm sorry for the late night. I know it's a tough time, especially for... I see some European faces here in chat. I'm sorry to you guys. But I too stay up till 3 or 4 a.m. every night, so I understand how it is. Grimgore's probably more viable. Yeah, I would say Grimgore's okay in a couple of matchups. Not like I think I like the Goblin Great Shaman the most, honestly. I really like him. I think he's great. Okay, so let's fix that and do this. And then we can advance to the next round. Okay, I'm on website. You could do it. I believe. The Old Tavern. Crazy to think this website's like 3 years old now. I remember when everything was so new and exciting. All right, so let's advance this Swiss. Here we go. Almost 6 a.m. Yeah, you're up, man. So that's a beat. You're a beast over there. Okay, we got the Thunder Nut. Why am I playing Thunder Nut? What is his record? Is he won it? Okay, he's won a game. Okay, so we are playing the dreaded Thunder Nut. And let me make a lobby and battle him. I was gonna play Greenskins tonight, but I saw Houseplant was playing them, and I think I was like, okay, he can show us how they're played. It's fine. So let me find you, and here we are. And outstanding. So the map for this round is going to be. Let's find it. Do it. It's gonna be Itza. It's a B. Itza. I like Itza for Tomb Kings. I think it's pretty good. They can do some work there. All right, all right. The Goblin Shamans were tyrants in Warhammer 2. Yeah, they're very good. They have their lore magic's pretty solid, and they're not messing around. Thundernut is a pretty good name. It is. All right, so yeah, we got some heavy hitting fights. We're going to see who makes it here to the grand finals of tonight's tournament. And if I don't make top 4, which I don't think I will based on my tiebreakers, I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance, but yeah, my tiebreaker's not looking good because old Thundernut here has only won 1 game. So if I beat him, I only get 1 point. Oh, he's playing the Empire, huh? Okay, that's fun. How do we play against Empire with Tomb Kings? I should know this because, yeah, how have I lost against them in the past? I'm trying to recall. Okay. So let's get the blocker up. Probably we have to take you just because this is just too good. Then get this and this. And now the front line. Empire's always hated good quality infantry. That's always been one of the things they really don't enjoy. Although it's mainly armor more than anything. Okay. You know what? Let's try something different. Yeah, let's try a little something something. Wow, you can really take that many of those. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. This build's really wild. I don't know how good it's going to be. This is a pretty crunk build, as they would say. So we mix you in, and I always wonder about like melee Shopti here. Like how those would be. The old melee Shopti against Empire. I mean, they can kind of fight Empire Knights. They have 90 armor and 35 melee defense, so they'll be kind of resilient there, I suppose. Can also cut through the troopers. Yeah. You guys are going to like this build. This is going to be a really fun one. You don't need fancy cameras or editing. Check out, you know, I enjoy mini Wargaming's battles, and he just does handheld cameras, or they do that. Like, he just has a very steady hand. He's probably using a single tripod, a monopod, or whatever it's called. And it's just, you know, doing it that way. All right, so let's get this. We can mix you guys in. That seems like it's fun. And for the rest of the troops, melee Shopti. It always seems one great burning Rex or Tomb King's army. Yeah, it definitely can. You can pay the troll toll pretty hard if you're not careful. So those guys are okay. I think that's fine. Maybe we cut you and then mix in a little bit more magic, as they say. Want to slap you on the chariot? Is that going to happen? Oh, it's so haggard to do that. We're definitely not going to do that. A Titan against Empire is pretty bad. Boner Giant against Empire. Would that have any teeth? It could maybe do a little bit. So this build might be a meme. This build is like one of those builds that could just absolutely dominate my opponent, or I could just get dunked on. It's going to be a funky one. It's going to be a very funky one, but it could be very, very brutal. Okay, so let's get that. That looks good. Slap in one of these bad boys. And then we got 200 gold left. Ugh, I don't like that. That ain't enough. And 2 of those, and 1 of these. All right, you guys ready to go hard in the paint? Because that's what this build's going to do, I can assure you. I can assure you that this build is, one way or another, is gonna do something. It's very extreme. It's a very, very skewed build. I'm going to rattle them bones, dude. It's happening. No half measures. We need Surthak to lead the Chariot Legions. I have Surthak. I'm making a Surthak Chariot. Although the problem is it's a Chaos Warrior riding it, not a Marauder. Like the old Games Workshop Chaos Marauders are so haggard, but I've already painted up like 30 of them. It's just hell. It's just like, oh god, the repetitiveness of it. They look like shit. The paint jobs are so terrible on those ones. I only put effort into the Chaos Warriors. 2 thin coats? How about 1 big thick coat with some contrast, baby? That's what the Marauders get. Just terrible looking. Would Reichsguard on foot mess with the... no, I don't think it'd be a big deal. Yeah. So we went with 4 Ushopti Grapos. I'm hoping he went wagon spam, so then the Grapos will just pound them into another dimension. Yeah, this build is beyond my opponent's comprehension. It really is. Yeah. Normally, I think the best way to beat Empire would be a rush, like 4 melee Shopti with like, you know, some Nakar warriors and a little bit of Overwatch support, but I painted 35 Plague Marines. Yeah, I mean, I painted a bunch of Plague Marines too. They're super detailed too. All right, so we went with Quad Ushopti Grapo. This is a very, very risky build. But like this map is so small that if he goes cannons, I can just run up on him and snipe his cannons. So I'm not too worried about that. We got these guys on the wings. And yeah, Arkin is there because you need the Buna to deal with the... you need the Buna to deal with the... all right, so let's do you guys here and here. And then you guys... Yeah, so you guys and then you. 3 and 4. Okay. No idea how this is going to work. So it turns minis have a paint job to match how elite they are. It's true. Soak for Total War content. I hope you're having... Yeah, New Year's great, man. I'm having a great time. Life's good. Can't complain. All right, good luck. Have fun to my opponent. Let's see how this goes. All right, so he's got a Hellstorm rocket battery, so we're going to move up with our Ushopti. And yeah, we're going to just start pounding. So you guys get on this. And is that Franz on a Griffin? And the Sunmaker? Holy shit, okay. This man's here for business. Let's move you up there. Move you up there also. Put you in group 7. And then the rest of the army can hang tight here. We lost line of sight. Let's move up. Move up and move up. Yes, good, Anakin. Good Good. Let the hate flow on that Sunmaker. And then you guys shoot those Empire Knights down. We're about to see how this goes. All right, let's pop that just to get the cooldown off. Those guys are getting the dirty. And now we can start shooting the Sunmaker here. So what we're going to do is we're going to charge you. And we are going to use the... Oh, he juked me. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. It still ended up blocking him, which is good. And these are Outriders, which we can just kill with these. So next up, we call in. It's going to be some Necropolis Knights with Halberds. So Sunmaker's getting the dirty. Let's move you guys up. Arkin was able to force those guys back. So, yeah, that thing is almost dead. And we have a Buna here, so let's go ahead and pop this. And Necropolis Knights with Halberds, we can call them in now. They can deal with that. And now let's run away. Do Shopti Great Bows, and you guys move into the Sunmaker, and we need to move this Infantry Corps back. It was very sloppy that I let that happen, so... Alright, so one Empire Knight is basically dead, and we are going to get a Buna on those Heavy Cavalry. These Ushapti Great Bows are going to move in, and let's get Arkin to go after this. Liber Mortis to mitigate damage. Necropolis Knights with Halberds will wreck those Empire Knights, and then we can just start shooting at these. And we've almost got it offline. I would say the Quad Ushapti Great Bow build is actually going very well. Yeah. Oh, man, we did some work there. All right, let's shoot these Outriders now, and we should be able to move up our Infantry Corps at this point, I think. I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. The Sunmaker is almost dead. The Ushapti Great Bows have almost killed it, so wow, look at that. They did some work. All right, so shooting away. Let's get these guys down. Necropolis Knights with Halberds going to have to pull back. You guys, literally, the Sunmaker did end up killing a bit, but we did get it offline, I think. Looks like it's almost dead. Oh, Arkin's like running around enemy lines like secret agent style. Okay. That ain't good. All right, Tomb Guard, let's move them up to the middle. We're gonna have to start fighting here. I got Arkin caught up like a potato. It's all good. And now we can start shooting here. Ushapti Great Bows have almost finished off that Sunmaker. I think it's still alive. And we need to just save Bunas now. Necropolis Knights are hanging out. We got the high ground objective. So what we do is we just value trade here. We're just gonna value trade super hard. Unfortunately, these guys got caught up. So let's get these Skeleton Spears to go fight them. Arkin's gonna keep running away. Unsummons for my opponent. Makes sense. And Necropolis Knights are lurking. Franz might come for it, I'm not sure. But we do have these, so they can shoot. And Necropolis Knights with Halberds, let's go after Franz. Attack him there with the big boys. All right, and Nehakar Warriors, move up, start grinding on the objective, and you start going on this objective here. And let's get another one of you to move up. And good. So Franz is getting smashed pretty good. Necropolis Knight Halberds, they're okay. They're not like the most insane unit, but the Ushapti Great Bows are also shooting him, so he's paying the troll toll pretty good. All right, so Arkin gets in with his Pimp Cane. Franz is getting it pretty good. But let's pull back. We don't want to get caught up in a bunch of spears, right? That's not ideal. So let's shoot these archers. We have the Outriders back. Let's move these Ushapti Great Bow back and just retreat. So Franz definitely got taken to Pound Town. Not good for him. And now these Ushapti, let's run them back here. Archers are getting it. Those are some Halberdiers, so we can shoot those. And we do have a summon, I think, soon. We need him in melee to get that summon off. That's for sure. All right. Just slow push him now, because we have a pretty colossal value lead, so as long as we don't blunder too hard, we should be okay. And those Tomb Guard are going to win that fight. Let's move you this way. High ground's looking adequately secured, and now let's get these Great Bows to turn about face and start shooting at old Franzodia again. And we need to get Arkin out of here. He's in a little bit of danger. Fran's coming in to try and pop him again, but... All right, so where's our Snake Knights? Uh-oh. Yeah, let's get in there. Come on. Get him. We got him with the Spirit Leech. Tomb Guard are saturating in. The bows, yeah, what do we have here? Are those handgunners? They are. All right, but we got some Empire Knights up on the high ground, so we can just start targeting them. We'll just hammer them with all 4 of those Ushapti here. Pull back the Necropolis Knights. Let these Nehakar Warriors saturate in. Let's get the spears. So let's get you guys to go fight here. You guys to fight here. Great Bows shoot the Halberds, and you guys shoot at old Franz. Let's move you up on the point. And now we should be able to just break through and just start taking over pretty heavily here, I think. Let's get another Tomb Guard. Yeah, just like the good infantry coming. Franz is on death's bed. He's looking pretty Palpatine here. Let's do Liber Mortis. And spears are hanging out on the side. We're not seeing any grenade launchers from him, which is really good. And Franz is running, but we're going to overcast Spirit Leech to get the kill on him to penalize the Empire's leadership. So, yep, Franz is down. And that's pretty good for us. So let's get these Great Bows over on this hill. And these Great Bows can run on this hill over here, or just start shooting these Empire Knights for now. And I think this game's looking pretty damn good for us. I don't know if there's going to be too much he could do at this point. And we can call in a Catapult if we want to. I think just a Carrion to chase down his Skirmishers would be good. Keep those Outriders honest. The Tomb Guard have won that fight. No surprises there. They're very good. Tomb Guard are a solid infantry unit. The only downside, of course, is their armor, but aside from that, they're pretty damn good. All right, so Great Bows pound those halberds to dust, and the Nehekar warriors have decisively won that fight, it looks like. Let's get up on you. Carrying her on the run. I'm not playing Empire, I know. It's definitely a little bit of heresy, but we're all right. So, yep, Realm of Souls goes down, and we now have the Ushapti summon, so if he decides to summon a cannon or something, that's the only downside of going Sunmaker against these bad boys, is you can get wrecked pretty good if it goes down quickly. Like, that huge investment is just so tough to lose, right? I'm going to save for Abuna. Yeah, I'm going to save for Abuna at this point. All right, let's get some horsemen out. Horsemen can run up. Arc in the black here, able to break them, and these Ushapti should be able to take down these knights that are charging in. He does have the objective advantage on us, but I think it's only a matter of time. Kind of some weird-ass engagements here. You guys seeing this? All right, you guys go fight those Sigmar Sons, actually. And we forgot all about our Necropolis Knights. Classic. It was tactical reserves of the gods, yes, of course. And what are these? These are grenade launchers. That's the one thing I think he's missing is grenade launchers. They're so good against the Tomb Kings, but, I mean, Tomb Kings have plenty of answers for them. It's not to say they don't, but, you know. All right, so we've broken that line. Let's move up. Just kind of Zergan here. Necropolis Knights just go get on those handgunners. They're going to take some damage, as the French would say on the way in, but it's not actually what they would say. All right, let's do the ward save here. These Ushapti are out of ammo. Now, Ushapti are worth keeping, I think. I don't think you want to unsummon them like you do with a lot of range units, because they're pretty good fighters in melee, even the bow versions. So yeah, I think we're chilling out. So how are the Great Bows looking? Yep, they're pounding away. Let's get these crossbows down. The Sigmar Sons are paying the troll toll. We're saving up for Abuna. And he does have a caster. I'm pretty sure I saw a life caster somewhere. I'm not sure. I've seen this guy in tournaments before. He's definitely not a newer player. But maybe he just forgot one. He could have forgotten a caster. I could have sworn I saw Franz get like some sort of a spell cast on him. All right, so that's good. Do we have any great bow shots left? We do. Let's take these guys down. And the Carrion can go hunt these. So we're going to triple cap him for sure. And that is going to be it. Yeah, we got the warriors here cleaning up shop. You guys keep chasing these archers down, rally on the objective. The top is looking good, carrying all over the place. And yeah, pretty good run tonight. I don't think we're going to qualify for top 4 because our tiebreakers aren't great, but overall, definitely exceeded my expectations, and I think we're good. All right, let's call it some more horsemen. They can just chase down the scraps. And we got some archers back there. I'm not a big crossbow enjoyer in this matchup. I don't know, maybe. The quad great bows on this map are pretty nasty because you can close the distance like so fast that it's very difficult to defend it, right? Some wagons with nets and a little bit of healing, you can kind of pace against that. Oh, he's back, baby, and he's pissed. Franz is back. He didn't hear no bell. Let's see if we can kill him twice. That's going to be our challenge here right now. All right, so let's get the Necropolis Knights back. We're going to need them against old Franz. And we're going to run through the Sneaky Snake Knights here. All right, so those have shattered. Oh my god, look how quickly he's dying to the Great Bow fire. Holy shit. Oh, that's brutal. All right, so we're going to take him through a little run through our units here. And we got the Sneaky Snakes coming in. Arkin is now going to move in and go after him. And you guys chase there. Looking good. And you guys chase here. And yeah, Franz, I think, is going to die again. The classic. Maybe he'll whip out old Gal Miraz. I wonder if he forgot a healer. He might have just straight up forgotten a caster. Okay, we can't let Arkin be dying. He has to run away, twirling his mustache and leaving Franz to die with all of his minions. The most haggard 80s villain thing ever. All right. GG. Now I see how to play Tomb Kings against Rockets. Yeah, it can work. On a bigger map, it's not as easy to do, but on that map, it is. Oh, speaking of challenges. So that's another thing. I know we're talking a lot of Old World tonight. He probably had a cat. Oh, so I think he just forgot a caster. It's probably just an honest mistake. You cannot bring Franz without a life caster. It's just doom. Great Bows are brutal though. Like 2017, 16, 11. Just overall really, really nasty. So yeah, all right. We got some dubs. I'm happy with it. And let me report that. Let me see if he forgot a caster. All right, talking to him. Let me know. All right, so I might actually get top 4. We'll have to see. Depends on who can stay up late enough. Okay, we'll do this. And that was Tomb Kings versus the Empire of Man. There we are. And submit. Yeah, Huntsmen are not a bad answer for sure. They can creep up and zone you out, and they have like loose formation. I like that. Yeah, no worries. You forgot. Oh, no worries, Thundernut. It's all good, man. It's all good. Okay. He said he just reinstalled after not playing for a year or so. Yeah, the rust will come off. Don't worry. Good morning from Europe. Good morning to you. Yeah, must be nice and early for you. Oh, so we were talking about challenges, right? So somebody in chat said he's issuing a challenge. In Warhammer the Old World, if two units are in combat and they both have a champion or a character, they can issue challenges to one another, and they have to then like fight to the death, basically. And if one person refuses the challenge, he flees from the front of the fighting and hides in the back and cowers, and he basically doesn't get to participate in the fight. So it's pretty cool. Like in Warhammer the Old World, you can have some badass like character all geared out, and you can be like issuing challenges to enemy characters and like trying to force them to fight you. And if they don't, they suffer penalties and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's very, very fun. Very thematic. Just playing. Back to AoE4. Yeah, good luck. Have fun. See you in AoE4, he says. All right. So we'll do that. So I would assume the games will go... Well, ITSA games are usually pretty quick. So I suspect they'll be wrapping up soon. I'm the only one to have finished. And we actually have a chance at reaching top 4. Since Scrambled Egg Special had to... I think he said he has to drop. Did he? Yeah, he dropped out. So we have decent chances of making top 4, actually. Yeah, Nurgle has afflicted the stomach of one of my opponents. So that gave me a chance of making top 4. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see. Let's do like a theoretical Empire counterpick against that. I don't know how much of an enjoyer of Franz I am in that matchup. So here's what I would probably do. Probably go Toddy. He's really good. You would have to do a lot of juking, though. And you bring his items. Yeah, that's fine. And then you bring a Firecaster. Put him on horseback. Again, you got to make sure he doesn't get sniped by the Great Bows. Burning Head. Take care, Badger. Thanks for the donation, man. It'll be waiting for you in the morning. So yeah, probably just honestly Burning Head. Maybe you can throw Fireball in there too, just as a kind of contingency plan. Sigmar Sons. You can go with like a Swordsman frontline if you want. Probably would be adequate. And then I do like that Huntsman idea. I think that's really good. Just like 2 or 3 Huntsmen in the front. And you're going to want to max out on grenade launchers, I suspect. Because Great Bows, they struggle if your opponent just kind of goes man-tied and just swarms you. Like, they won't get a ton of value against infantry. And you'll have the Huntsman. Yeah, now, how do you win the front line? Maybe you don't go Swordsman. You go with these guys, because they have higher melee defense. And you use Toddy and the Burning Head to win the front line. Now, I would probably mix in Empire Knights. I always like one Knight of the Blazing Sun, too. I feel like they're pretty useful. There's a reason they call Turin the Haggard Lord. Nurgle has always favored me, it's true. It's true, man. Nurgle is the blessed champion, Keen. All right, so checking here. Probably going to be Houseplant, Subutai in the top 4, assuming Subutai wins his game here. He could lose it. He could. Yeah, Houseplant, myself, and then Subutai, if he wins, is definitely in. Aoba is looking like they're going to be in. Yeah, it depends. I think we made top 4, though, actually, regardless of the circumstances. What deal did you make to afflict your opponent? Yeah, he got Nurgle's Rot, man. He did. Throwing in silver bullets is also good, I think, just in the back. And then we can throw in a couple more spears here, just cheap spears. So from here, do we want to throw in a cannon of some sort? I don't know. We might want to. We have the Empire Knights. We have the Free Company. Probably can go with like 3 Free Company. They're pretty damn good out of the Vanguard. They can go up and press skeletons and, you know, shoot things and do some nice work for you. Maybe maybe throwing in like a single cannon, like Hammer of the Witches. So like when the Ushabti Great Bow have been handled, you can call in a cannon to try and snipe the Great Bows once they've been screened out. Your infantry killing power comes from your grenade launchers and your burning heads and your cavalry, right? And you have anti-constructs because you have Toddy and silver bullets. So I feel like this is a pretty well-rounded build. I don't know when the next faction war is going to be. I definitely need to do another one. Subutai, you're fighting the greatest Mongol. Yeah, we are. Yeah, one pistolier isn't a bad tech either. I don't hate that at all. Like you could find a way to mix in a pistolier. They are fast capture weight, you know? They're really quick. In general, though, I think this would be fine. I don't think you need to put chevrons on a freaking spearman. If anything, maybe throw it on some Empire Knights. But yeah, this build feels solid. This is probably what I would bring on Itza. You could also switch out the handgunners for other things. You can go wagons. If you're going to go wagons against Tomb Kings, you probably want to bring a life caster to heal them. But the Ushapti Grapos will wreck them pretty bad. They'll wreck them pretty damn bad. Yeah, I went Quad Grapo. Yeah, I was just talking to Tim, explaining it a little bit. Okay, so checking with the players right now to see how we're looking. That's some good stuff right there. Has some good H2O. So Bob the Builder has won his game. So his record now is, let's see, it looks like 2-2. But it's not like a late night tournaments are usually smaller because many of the European players can't play. So Bob might still have a chance of qualifying since Scrambled Egg Special has dropped. And yeah, a couple more matches here. Oh great, when is Faction War is something I want to do soon. Maybe I'll schedule it for next weekend. So not this next weekend because I got some friends coming over, but maybe on the 19th or something. I have to see when my wife is coming back because I'll have to go pick her up as well. How many of you guys in chat are going to be playing the Old World game? And if so, what faction are you going to be playing? I'm curious. Let's actually do a poll. I doubt it's a lot of people since it's kind of, you know, tabletop's a little bit different than what we do here. So, oops. Where the hell is this? Such a boomer, dude. God. Okay. Playing Old World. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Actually, that poll was the wrong one. Hold on a sec. Let's get this. Playing Old World. Tabletop. Yes, no. Yet, but I want to. Anyway, let's see how this goes. I'm just refreshing real quick. Looks like I had a little bit of an internet lag right there. Should be back in a moment. And there we are. Not yet, but I want to. That's a good sign. I wanted to get into the Old World, but honestly waiting to see if they adopts interest in your local gaming area. Yeah. That's a big factor. Wow, a lot of you guys are actually playing it so far. That's cool. I think it'll be popular. I think it will. Like, I think the Total War game has definitely brought it back. Yeah. Black Lion and Mass. Yeah, that can work. That can work. It's is a good map for it. They can't really kite there. Okay. Perfect. I'm painting Reichsguard for. Oh, you're painting Reichsguard Knights. Cool. Yeah, the Empire has Inner Circle Knights, which represent the Reichsguard and different things like that. So the Reichsguard are in the game, basically, which is really cool. Wanted to play Lizardman using Old World Seraphon? Yeah, you totally could, I'm sure. Got Wood Elves and Warriors of Chaos, but thinking about getting Bretonnian Exiles. Yeah, the Bretonnians, the Exiles are cool. When we do our rules stream talking about Old World, I'll, yeah, I can give you guys all the specifics. Yeah, I'll wait. It's going to be a while before anything like that happens, Blackwater, I think. I played old school Warhammer Fantasy. It was always my favorite. It brings me back to the hobby. It may. Yeah, I think it's a good time. The game's the rules seem pretty good, honestly. Especially if you're just playing beer and pretzels, like casual. Yeah. Is it possible to see a match between me and Italian Spartacus? I am 100% down, but I don't know. He's pretty hard to wrangle to get to do things. I don't know if I would be able to get him to play a full game. Maybe. And filming it also, I think he'd probably play with me, but I don't know if he'd want to like film it and do all that. I'd love to though. Sparty's great to play with and hang out with, so it'd be a lot of fun. All right, one game. It's just Subutai left. Top four. I'm in the top four. Okay, we have done it. We have done it. You're from Argentina. Yeah, it's brutal. I know. Beto, who gets wrecked the hardest is the Australians. Oh my god. Like, the Australian prices for the Old World and, like, Warhammer in general are just so brutal. I feel so bad for them. Like, have you guys seen it? Let's go look. So, check this out. So, if you go to here and, all right, let me see. You go to the Asia Pacific and you go to, so now we're looking at Australian prices, right? So, let's go look at, like, Old World for, like, the Tomb Kings box or whatever. It's pretty savage. Look at $490. Okay, I don't know how their currency it is compared to ours. If it's like a 1-to-1, but like you can see the prices for the Australians are brutal. If it's anywhere close to a 1-to-1 exchange, like with our currency, like the Australian prices are just on another planet. I don't know. It's rough. Yeah, it's rough for sure. Cool. Yeah, it's neat to see. We got a lot of people interested. And all right, there we go. Let me talk to Tim. Hey, so you staying in? Okay, let's see if he is. I got old Kane, but I'll drop and pass the semis to the next person as needed. Or dropping. Just checking with Tim. Okay, no problem. So Tim is going to drop here, so that's fine. So we'll just take the next person down and adjust that. Yeah, one is the 1.5-ish. I know. It's brutal. Okay. Yeah, the Australians, yeah, I'm Aussie and we get wrecked with everything when it comes to prices. It's disgusting. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, man. What can you do, you know? What can you do? Just got to pay the troll toll. I want to say Heir of Carthage has been doing it. Heir of Carthage, he's building old world models right now, I think. I'd love to play a game with Heir, but I think he lives across the country. He's a busy guy too, I would imagine. New Zealand is a bit worse, really. Oof. Feel bad for you guys. That's tough. That is tough. It's probably because of shipping, right? Like the shipping logistics are just tough to those parts of the world. That's got to be it, right? Well, I guess that's not even including shipping. That's just like the price of the miniature. Wouldn't you think they would just like wreck you on the shipping cost? But the miniatures themselves cost more. Maybe it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, no problem. Sounds good. Do it. So we are in top 4, it looks like, and we'll see who else is going to beat us there. Houseplant, myself, probably going to be, yeah, Bob and Subutai, or maybe Aoba as well. But I think we have our top 4 more or less. We just need to wait for them to finish that game. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually ever seen Australian money before. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Buying power and what you can actually buy with the same amount is roughly the same, you're saying? In which country? I'm in Australia and there's no way I'm paying. Yeah. It's not shipping, it's a regional pricing markup. Got it. Oh, that's some good water. I was so thirsty. Oh, God. Come on, Subutai, you can do it. Get us to that top 4, baby. He's going to report it. Dude, the Bone Daddies have made it. All right, so... Oh, it looks like he lost. Oh, wow, okay. So it's going to be Houseplant, Ioba, myself, and then Subutai actually still qualifies. So let me message him. You're still top 4 because of drops. Okay, so taking a look at the tournament results, Houseplant is number 1, Ioba is number 2, I'm currently ranked number 3, Tim is dropping, Scrambled Egg had to go, Nurgle afflicted him, so Subutai is going to be rounding up the top 4 here, so. All right, so let me go ahead and advance to the top 4 here, so let's do that. And then I just need to do a little bit of an adjustment, so should be fine. So whoever was playing Tim is going to Subutai is going to take his spot. All right, so it looks good. And Tim the Wilder and Houseplant, so it's going to be Subutai versus Houseplant again. Yes, you're playing HP. All right, we're in the semis, baby. Let's get it. Hell yeah. Let's go. It's party time. The old Bone Daddies have made it. Just need to adjust this real quick. Okay, Houseplant is going to play Subutai, so let me just tag them in the Discord. Make sure everybody knows where they're going. Got to organize all this. I'll do some Dune Spice Wars tomorrow. That could be a lot of fun too. I've been having a great time with that game. Subutai, you play Houseplant. Then Aoba versus me. All right, so that's all set. Just got to sub this player out. Subutai had a really good tiebreaker, so he's still able to make it. And we're good. Don't know who this is in Discord. I'm going to have to figure it out. Don't know if that's who that is. Let me message Subutai real quick. And who is... All right, so we're finding everyone. We're finding it. So lobby, let's see if I can find it. Turin versus Aoba. Lobby is up, and what is the map going to be? Is it going to be a good map for the old Bone Daddies? Hopefully so. I feel like they're reasonably good on most maps, though. So the description is going to be Glade of the Ever Queen. All right, that's a good map. Definitely a little bit... Melee is good on Glade, because there's a lot of places to hide, but we'll see what we can do. 2 Bone Giants in the semifinals? Is that what's going down? Did they DM you? I need their name in Discord. All right, see if I can find them. Oh, okay, there you are. Perfect, so they found their way. All right, outstanding. All good. So they are playing the Greenskins. So apparently Greenskins are pretty good right now, which is exciting to see. Let's get our army blocker up, and we build against the dreaded Greenskins here. Bone Giants definitely would not be super good in the Greenskin matchup, I don't think. I don't know, yeah, how do we play this? I'm trying to think of the way the objectives are laid out. Yeah, I'm scheming it. Screaming Skull Catapults are probably pretty good, but I feel like Greenskins can dive them pretty well. Yeah, so that's a little bit dodgy. Maybe a couple of them, who knows? We'll see if it's the way. Casket of Souls could be good too, but I think the catapults are just better. Casket does give you the Covenant of Power, which gives you a little bit of Winds of Magic, but aside from that, it's a little bit tough. All right, let's do that. Get some of you guys in there, looking good. Now for the Lord choice, could this be a Cetra matchup? Death Magic against Greenskins is okay. They usually don't bring any like targets that are worth getting, so maybe like more of a combat-centric character could be good. Bring Grimgore. This is such a good matchup build-up for the Greenskins. Yeah, I could get wrecked here pretty hard, but you know, it's all good. I'm just happy to have made it this far. All right, so let's keep that. Let's get rid of that, and then we can keep this. Yes and yes. I'm gonna do something fun, but it could also be very good. We don't know. We do not know how it's gonna be. Although that's so risky. Oh, it's so risky, this character. It's so risky. God, and it's friggin' so expensive too. What lord do they bring? Probably like a sniping lord, right? Like a little cheesy goblin or something. Could be. Okay, so that looks fine. I think we would want to mix in a couple of you. I like this. I think he's got to be the choice. So let's do that and that. I think that's a fun kit. And man, it's so expensive. So expensive. A lot of the Tomb King's characters are just very pricey in general. All right, so that's a decent little starting army, I think. Now from here, probably having a Source of Terror against Greenskins is going to be good for like late game to come in and like clean up and, you know, hang in there. Let's max you guys out. Max you guys out in reserve. Definitely bring as many of these as possible. DJ Kotep and Darude Sandstorms. I know that I thought about DJ Kotep actually. I felt like he would be pretty good. He's strong. You could bring like just very cheap DJ Kotep on his horse and just run around and do blizzards and things like that. I think that could be nice. But I have another idea for now, so we're gonna give that a good old college try. We got 2 of those. I think like a 1 Tomb King's Chariot might be kind of good against these guys. It could be pretty decent. And so we're calling. Let's get this. Squigs are pretty damn strong too. Those little gremlins are going to be an issue to deal with. I don't know about any skirmishers. Could we see trolls? We could see trolls. Definitely could see some troll action. Yeah, so I got to put some respect on their name also. Trolls against Tomb Kings, though? Is that a thing? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay, and let's get the blessed business here. The Sphinx of Usef could be cool, too. Like the big scary. But I think this is going to be good enough. All right, good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see how this goes. Certainly no guarantees here. My opponent defeated Subutai in the last round, so clearly they're a very strong player. I don't recognize the name though, so maybe a little bit newer to the scene or somebody playing under a different alias. Probably going to bring a lot of Air Boys. Could be. Could be. Subutai plays Houseplant again. They're having a rematch here. And whoever wins this goes to the grand finals. A Titan, this is... I would consider a Titan against Greenskins for fun if it were on a different map. This map is very spread out, so you need to be a little bit more dynamic with your movements. So yeah. The Savage Orcs, yeah. The Savage Orcs are good. They're solid. Those guys. And Biggin's also got a cost reduction in the last patch, which is rad, so those guys are ready to go. And let's pull this, and that looks good. Website's not crashing. Age of Wonders. Yeah, I should do another. It's Void Loss. He's back. Sauron has returned. Yeah, I know. Total War has always had its Haggard drama, but I feel like every game does. Like every gaming community has like its weird dramas, right? Oh, let me get the blocker up. All right, so let's get rid of that. All right, Bone Daddies. It's time to party. This is going to be a tough one. So get you guys and you guys here. That's going to be our force that moves through the trees towards objective 3. And then we can also... I don't know if these can actually hide in the trees. They can. Good. Okay. So they're ready to go here. And then we can get one catapult here. I did bring a couple catapults. I just think they're too good not to use against Greenskins who have kind of low leadership. And then we can do you. Tighten that formation up a little bit. Okay, maybe we actually start like right here. Yeah, I don't mind if they see my army, I suppose. And Arkin is on foot. I'm hoping he'll be a little bit harder to snipe that way. And you guys can just hang out on the back objective is going to be the game plan. So we'll move them up. We got the catapults, and we're all ready to go. So good luck, have fun to my opponent. Good luck, have fun. I got rid of the blocker, I think, right? It's gone? Are we good? Hope so. All right, Bone Daddies. Nurgle's not a bad faction. Nurgle's okay. I think Nurgle's got some great matchups for sure. Okay, so let's get you guys. Did this map get changed? I could have sworn it was like... Huh, looks a little different. All right, so you guys are going to move up. So, wow, holy shit. Doomdiver catapults and a giant? Okay, this is a weird... I was not prepared for this. Do I have anything to kill a giant? Okay, I do have Ushopti Great Bows at least. And Spirit Leech, so that's what it's going to have to be. Yeah, no, I was not expecting a giant, guys. That actually could be very strong against me. I'm sweating bullets. The Ushopti Great Bows will be able to do something, and a Goblin Great Shaman with... okay, I'm glad I went on foot. If I hadn't gone on foot, we could be in some serious danger, so... Alright, let's move you guys out that way, and then we can pull in a spear unit here to hold this objective. Arkin will start spam Spirit Leeching that giant when it gets in range. Yeah, so he's got Doom Divers. I don't think this is a meme build by any stretch, guys. I think this is like a legitimate build. Yeah, we're going to rush their home objective, though, based on the army comp. Yeah, we can probably move up with you. I should be able to adequately defend my artillery. So let's just start shooting at goblins just to break their leadership and get them off the point. I mean, there's nothing else to really shoot at. He invested in some very expensive pieces, so... I expect there's going to be some nasty skulkers kind of trolling around, so I'm going to like ride up on the side and see if he's trying to flank me there. And immediately the catapults are already breaking the leadership of my opponent's forces, which is good. So these guys are going to go grab this. And the Ushopti Great Bow will come out as soon as that giant moves up. Is he going to try and snipe Arkin? Not sure. All right, so we're going to move towards the home point. No, he's going after the Ushopti. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I was going to say, that would be a funky one there. So next up, we call in the Great Bow and have it start going after the giant. Giants will take a while to kill things for sure. Nothing really good to shoot at. You know what we can do, though, is we can move up and take out that Doomdiver catapult. I think we can just, get the range on it and karate chop it. So almost enough for the Great Bows. And let's get you going here, you going here. Let's get the melee Shopti running in. Butcher them down and butcher them down. Spear unit on the flank. They can just go help support that, and hopefully we can get this. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything here right now. Catapults are just about in range, and now we can get the Great Bows. All right. So we're in range here. Oh, Arkin. Holy shit, Arkin's getting karate chopped by that. Okay, I might need to go hide behind a pillar here. So let's go ahead and do this. Call these guys out, and just run with Arkin. And you guys can go fight the Moon Howlers. Should be all right. So Arkin's going to have to go, like, hide behind a pillar somewhere, because I did not think they'd be that good against him, but turns out they are. All right, so Nahakar Horsemen should win that fight. Let's move up. Oh, it's Vindictive Glare. Okay, my lord's just getting cheesed. Okay, so I need to just run back right now and just chill. And hopefully we can take their home point. Yeah, Nahakar Horsemen in a super good fight here. Let's get these Ushopti Great Bow up. Arkin's gonna run away and just hide because I'm not down to lose my lord here. So let's do this. Make him cause terror, and we're just gonna stay away. So terror route is down, good. And then these guys move up. These guys move up. Everything's looking pretty solid so far. Let's get more Nekar horsemen and keep trying to overwhelm the flank here. We're gonna pull back, and now the great bows can move in and start pounding that giant to dust. So I don't think there's gonna be any chances for them to get the side point here from us. And looks like we're gonna steal their home point. So that's really good. So yep, get in, get in. Get in here, and get in here. Okay, so as long as I survive the lord cheesing, I think we're gonna be okay. And we're gonna just keep Arkin doing his thing here. So one of those catapults is offline, and now we can target the other one, and we're gonna be in absolutely good shape here. All right, so another one of those. We're gonna get the horseman coming in, calling another horseman here. Great, and get you spears up. All right, outstanding. We've just about captured the home point. We have, good. So the Ushapti are doing great work. We're into his archers. The rest of the arrows are having a bad time. And this fight's very cost effective for us, I think, although the Wa is doing... Oh, those are Durkid Swig Hoppers. Okay, that's why they're doing so good. So Arkin just... It's mission, Arkin, please don't die, is what we're going to be doing here. I don't know, he's up on value on me. What is he up on value from? I mean, I feel like we're out trading him. Yeah, that Doom Diver Catapult's going to go down here. The Giant's getting pounded. I guess my front line here is extending to its death, or to its doom. That fight's going fine. Camarine War Sphinx time, is it? Let's get some more like baseline troopers up so we don't get counter pushed too hard. And unfortunately, these guys are getting wrecked by those archers. Jeez, those little night goblins, they're no joke. All right, aspect of the Dread Knight, can we reach? Not yet. These Ushapti can come back here. I suppose we maybe overextended a little bit, and both Doom Divers are down now. So let's hit these Night Goblin RORs, and you can hit these. Cool. These spears get back on the point. You guys get back on the point here. That fight's going. Did Arkin get his cast off? Aspect of the Dread Knight, let's go. And let's move you over that way. So we had a triple cap for a while. And we do have the Ushapti summon now, which is great. Hopefully we can pound some of these guys to dust. Yeah, very scrappy fight. Very, very scrappy fight. Need another horseman here. We need to have, you know, some more supporting units to make sure we don't lose ground here. So the Giant is fleeing the scene, and a lot of fast, speedy boys are coming. So we need to come under here and get ready to protect. Yeah, here it comes. So we just come over here and hammer into these guys. These Morgub's Magi Marauders. As a matter of fact, you can just shoot them, charge here. He's trying to snipe Arkin. This guy really likes to go for the Lord Snipe. All right, down you go. And on the other side, let's get this and move these Nehakar warriors up on that point to make sure we don't lose that point too. All right, so we're gonna get in there. These are just Wolf Riders, so not the end of the world. We should be able to pound them pretty hard. We do kill those, which is great. And over here, we still have a pretty good fight going. So yeah, we're gonna hold that. And we have the Ushapti summon. When do we want to use it? Where do we want to use it? I think like here, just kill these stupid goblin archers that are just terrorizing us over there would be good. And what can we call in? Kepler Guard would be nice. We still have this huge blob legion over here. Let's do the aspect of the Dread Knight to make them cause terror. It could just terror out that whole position. Ushapti Great Bows are back, and the Giant is hiding behind pillars. He's not going to do a whole lot. So let's get you guys moving up to go after the Night Goblins, and you two can just start pounding these Night Goblin archers here. Ushapti summon is chasing him off, and you guys get back on the point here. All right. So maybe Chariot time. Chariots will be pretty good against all these like raggedy-ass goblins on the battlefield. So I'm thinking that that's going to be the play. We can send these spears up. Could do a leadership bomb there. Let's do that. Let's do a leadership bomb. That's going to probably rout a lot of them, I would imagine. Yeah, that's gonna tank those guys off. Yeah, you can immediately see several of them break. So that's good. All right, Doom Divers are back, so let's start hammering them with our catapults again. Ushapti summon doing it. Do it. All right. So how's this looking here? We have too many units stacked up. It's very bronze. And let's pull you back. We need those great bows to be functional again. Get those spears here, and we just routed a shit ton of his units, which is outstanding. He's trying to snipe Arkin again. Yeah, see, that was probably how he beat Subutai. He got the snipe on his lord. What do we got here? These are goblins. Let's go run them down with the old chariot. And the great bows, what can we shoot here? I don't know, not too many great targets, to be honest. We do have the squig hoppers. Let's see if we can pound those squigs. All right, so we got two good quality units there. Arkin is going to run back behind the pillar. We're going to save up for the Sphinx now to try and just terror out the game to a close. Those are Warlords boys. Okay, so Warlords boys. Let's finish that. Yeah, let's go for Warlords boys. That's the Arwar Goblin. That's going to be very nice. So Chariot gets in, runs down some of the Gobos. It looks like there's some squig hoppers coming. Let's go run down his lord if possible. Catapults, gonna get the Warlords boys over here. Let's get these guys to go support against the squigs. And let's do that. We could overcast a Spirit Leech. Yeah, let's get behind the pillar. I don't want to risk losing my lord. We can just overcast from back there. Oh, wow, these chariots actually messed up his little goblin pretty effectively. Okay, 1800, and then we get the gobbo. There, the squigs are getting shut down. We have a pretty commanding points lead right here. Let's just retreat. And what are these? These are goblin big bosses. Are they all on foot? Oh, they're all on foot, those little sausages. Okay, so we can just totally get them with that chariot, I think. Okay, so the big uns are coming. Let's get these spears to move across. We need to reform ranks here if possible. He's got a lot of dive coming this way, and I don't have any horsemen nearby. It's actually not good. My catapults have already used most of their ammo, though. Yeah, oh, look at the leadership break on the charge. Yes, give it to me. Give it to me, precious. Perfect. All right, so Arkan is nearby. Let's pop him out. Camarine War Sphinx should be able to rout off. And the spears did make it back in time to rout a bunch of these guys. That's great. Let's put these in... yeah, let's get you. Ushapti Great Bows are getting hunted. Let's send the Camarine War Sphinx to salvage those if possible. Arkan is going to do a mass leadership bomb right here. So hopefully he gets them. And does he overcast? Shit, he did. That's not good. Yeah, so we did... Look at that. They all got broken by that leadership bomb. How cool is that? All right, so get those squigs. We're hanging out on this point. We have some random ass horsemen I totally forgot about, so let's have them hunt down those goblin archers. Let's get Arkan the Black back behind the pillar, and we need to call in more good quality units to make sure we don't lose this point. Route them back, minions! Ah, damn Grey Posts are getting wrecked. That sucks. That's not good. The chariots are doing good. They're killing those goblin characters. This is a close game, though. This is certainly anyone's game here. So where do we have more archers? We have some more there. These chariots are killing the characters, albeit very slowly. Camarine War Sphinx hopefully can just terror out shit and, you know, lead to some good results. Let's get that. We have the spears. Let's get the spears in front to fight the trolls off. Arkan is still alive. He's hanging in there. And damn, these squigs are just not breaking, dude. They're just hanging in there like champs. Okay, we need to get some more Nehekar horsemen out on the battlefield. Come on, 650. Give it to me. Just left the chariots in there for a little bit too long. I guess that was a bit of a blunder on my end. And let's go ahead and unsummon here. Now that the Great Bows are gone, the Giant is coming back. So I'm going to bring Arkan out to try and hopefully deal with that, if possible. Trolls are moving into spears, so it could be worse. And really, really close fight. Very, very close fight. But I think the Sphinxes will probably give it to us. Let's move you back. And as far as this goes, we can keep shooting at these archers here. These Nehekar horsemen need to come clean out those archers. And spears. That is no mere spear unit. That is legitimately a good spear unit. That's the ROR, so... Alright, let's go get him. And Arkan can go ahead and use the Spirit Leech on the Giant here in a minute. So let's go ahead and Spirit Leech the Giant. Yes, good Arkan. Looks like it's slow going down. Ooh, Gork will fix it. Okay, so let's get these squigs before they're able to snipe Arkan. Come on. We need to hang in there. You guys just charge through. Arkan's going to get a little bit of help, but he is getting munched on by those squigs. The Camarine War Sphinx does get a big terror route, which is huge. Let's get another one of these. We might need them over on that side, and just keep moving on through. And let's go ahead and give them terror, so they can rout those Goblin Archers like instantly. Camarine War Sphinx being an absolute chad, and now the Giant is here too. Okay, do we have a Spirit Leash for it? I think we do. Might as well start Spirit Leashing the Giant. Granted, we might get more value going after the little guys. All right, let's get the Gobos. Our crews are down. He's pulled a value lead against us, but remember, we do have healing. We are the Tomb Kings. And the Big Sphinx, come on, buddy. We need you to do it. Get some more of these horsemen coming out. They're definitely like the best reinforcing tool we have here. Yeah, side point's looking very dodgy too, but I think we just went on one. Yeah, we definitely just went on one. So we just ignore the other point, and we just go for this. Okay, that was really not good. So we just got absolute Shadow Realms there. Yeah, Arkan got killed. Well played. Very good snipe. So we're just going to have to try and Helm's Deep on this back point now. Let's pull back the Sphinx and get the Horseman here. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Yeah, this is looking very good for my opponent. I should have been more cautious with Arkan, but it's my first time kind of playing against that style of gooning characters with greenskins in a long, long time. So we get those archers offline. Camarine War Sphinx is pulling back. What can we get up here, like, quickly? I guess we just need dudes. Doesn't matter what. We just need some sort of dudes. Terror routes are on our side too. So those Squig Hoppers should lose. We get in there, we terror out these. The side point is also faltering though, which is really not good. Yeah, so those archers and squigs will hopefully break in a second. Do we get the goon on the character? Camarine War Sphinx does get the terror route. Good, excellent. Let's go get his lord. Maybe that will buy us a little bit of time here. If we can get like a lord snipe of some sort, we need to get some horsemen up just to maintain cap weight so we don't lose this, right? Come on, War Sphinx. You can do it. Are these squigs almost broken? Come on now. Come on now, you're taking a little bit too long. Come on, Sphinx, what are you stuck on? Oh, I'm stuck on my own horseman, classic. Okay, so we should just turn and fight then here. So trolls are coming back. These guys are gonna arrive. These guys are pretty close to buckling, these squig hoppers. Let's pull back in and charge the giant and just make sure we get the cap weight back. Good. Okay, we're actually fine now. We have the cap weight. Come on, Kemrian War Sphinx. We need you to do it, buddy. And what do we have? Let's just get some skeleton spears, whatever we can. And now you come back here and get this. You guys countercharge the squig hoppers. And I feel like my Sphinx isn't attacking. Maybe it's not. I don't know if it is. It's very weird, those units. So we're going to have to wrestle this point back. We have a little bit of time to do that. Yeah, the Sphinx is now attacking. I think we lost it, though. I think we lost that point. Are we going to have a Greenskin Grand Final? I think we might. Because if he wins this, then the Greenskins will go on to the Grand Final. The Sphinx is, like, having some issues attacking. Yeah, there it goes. It attacked that time. The Giant is routed. Another Ushapti Greatbow would have made a world of difference, that's for damn sure. It's mostly mass here that's a problem for us. Let's get some melee Shapti so we can, you know, get some biggins in there and try and fight him back. The Sphinx has done good. The archers are almost out of ammunition, but not quite. Let's go after the Lord. Maybe we can get a chain terror out on the Lord or something, and hopefully that'll do something for us. We don't have that much time, but we could go for a ninja back cap, which I think is what's going to have to happen. Okay, so the Sphinx is going after the Lord. We'll see if we can get it. We have Tomb Guard fighting. Should trade reasonably well. Man, those little goblin archers. Oh, and the rusty arrows too. Shit, that's not good. All right, boys, we need you to get back to the point. We save up for a side cap to try and go ninja the side point. The Sphinx, I'm a little bit disappointed by it. I'm always disappointed by these big monsters. Yeah, I'm always a little bit disappointed. Okay, come on, buddy. We need you to not crumble here. Even though Arkin's dead, I know these are hard times. Okay, let's get you on the side. Move up there. And get the big Sphinx looping around. Very winnable, though. Very, very winnable, this game. Just had to play a little bit better. My opponent played great. So where are we going? Cruise onto the spears. Get the terror route going. Fight, fight, fight. I have some time to fight back. It's not much, but it looks like it has stabilized. We have a formidable blob now. Do we have any skeleton horsemen? Some cheapos? We do. All right, so let's get you guys and go see if we can ninja that side point. It should be able to, you know, deal with that giant here. So the Sphinx is battling. The archers are shooting it. We need to make sure it doesn't die to the archer fire. We got two big cavalry units moving over there. Sphinx is going to juke those shots. It does have a howdah on its back that shoots, so that's good. It seems like they're not breaking. Oh, there are some gobos here. That's not good. Oh, man, very well played. So the little goblins were already sneaking over there. Okay, so do we go steal the home point, maybe? Yeah, Sphinx, can you do anything? He's catching up on points, you know, so it's rapidly becoming a very, very dire situation. Probably we have to call in another Nehekar Horseman to try and win that side at least. That's, I think, our only chance. So, or do we wait for a chariot? Nope, we just do the horseman. All right, so horsemen go here. Sphinx is juking, and terror routes could come into play. Yeah, we see terror start to become a factor here. And maybe we can win this side point too. I don't know. It's going to be a very pitched one. Yeah, we need to get it. Come on, terror routes. Ooh, that was a good attack there. We actually made contact for the first time in a while. But yeah, the Sphinx dying. Can't lose the Sphinx. We need it. Its little howdah on the back is shooting its little heart out there. Goblins are pretty numerous. Let's bounce out and hammer these guys down. Big monster is dying. Oh, 53. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I think they got it. GG, well played. Yeah, the Lord sniping was strong. Should have been more cautious. That's why I brought it on foot too. I assumed it would be resilient, but that missile attack, it hurt. It hurt really bad. Because if we have Arkin here, we can probably hold, but yeah, without Arkin, it's tough. Do we have any chances? Just kind of assessing the battlefield. Value is way ahead for my opponent. We got two Nehekar horsemen here fighting their hearts out. We could do a bit of a rear charge here to support, but we don't have terror anymore. So that's GG. I wish I could type GG to my opponent, but we can't, so. The Team King's jank animations, yeah, unfortunately it happens a little bit. Yeah, it was a good game. They played well. I liked it. Very unique build. Very much centered around killing your character, which is good against Tomb Kings, so they have low base leadership, so the crumbling is very, very substantial. I felt like we were doing good in the beginning. Like, I felt like we were considerably ahead, but we definitely threw that one a bit. My opponent played very well. Let me find them. GG. GG, very well played. Great game. So let's see who won the other side. Is it going to be Houseplant or is it going to be Subutai? So report score here. Report score here. Ioba. There we go. Hey, we got to the semis though with the old Bone Daddies. Pretty close to the finals. I'm happy with that. Definitely would not have a chance of beating Houseplant probably, so it doesn't matter anyways. Let's see what we got. And who won the other side? Because our game was pretty long and scrappy. Yep, Houseplant won. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a greenskin mirror match here in the grand finals of today's tournament. So they are here. So let me do this. Turin finals. So we're going to see who the better war boss is. I suspect that will be the similar builds for both players. So for you versus Houseplant. All right. I meant report on the... Okay. So they should get that. And then they'll play Houseplant. They're both here. And the map is going to be, for the grand finals... Where is it? It is going to be Bordeaux Landing. Classic. I feel like we're going to see similar playstyles. Like, I think I did the same thing when I played Greenskins against Subuchai the other night. I used a sniping shaman, and it's really good. That Vindictive Glare is brutal. It does some serious damage. God damn, it's cold in here. God damn. Thank you guys for joining, sticking around into the late hours of the night. Yes, yes. I know. People are calling Greenskins a dead faction, and here we are. Here we are. And yeah, I suspect their strategies will be pretty similar. Mork versus Gork. Hopefully they use different banners. Yeah, hopefully they, at the very least, use different banners. That would be nice indeed. So tomorrow we'll have another stream going on, which should be fun. We will either be doing Age or Dune. Grim. Yes, more Warhammer. That's not going anywhere, man. I know there's downtimes where we don't do as much Warhammer, but I love Warhammer, and you know, it'll be around. It's your wind down stream, yeah. The Wa never dies. That's right, man. You're still up, Keen? Oh my god, a real night owl over there. Well, people assumed Wurzag was the entire reason Greenskins were good, and it's not. They're good at a lot of different things, but they feel much more fair to play against now. Like, Wurzag was just stupid. I didn't like playing against that playstyle. But this is like more dynamic, right? Like that game was very much a cat and a mouse of our lords, and I slipped up at the end. I forgot he was coming. I should have made more of an effort to avoid it. Dune, I know the Dune games are really fun. They're very fun. I love them. I had some good matches with the ECAS the other day too. Good times. Let me peek at the builds real quick. I am actually really curious. I'm going to peek at the players' builds and see what we got. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, these builds. Oh my god. All right. Well then, that is a army. They're different too, though. They're different. There's some similarities, of course. It's always going to be some, but they are different. Grimgore? No. Grimgore could be resilient against sniping, though. You're about to head off to work? But I get up at 13, so it'll be a short day. That's good. Hopefully you get some rest. Some sneaky boys? Yeah, there could be some sneaky boys, Bob. There could be. There could be indeed. Well, Gork or Mork? I don't know who's the champion of which one, but it's kind of just going to be chaos. Houseplant is... I don't know how much he's been practicing since the game has been on a bit of a hiatus. You know, the competitive community has been very slow. Very slow lately with, you know, with CA's, you know, terrible mishandling of things in tandem with like the lack of new stuff, and it's slowed down multiplayer a bit, so I don't think people are practicing as heavily as they once were. But yeah, if you hear Turn say, "Oh God, you're in for a treat." So we got a Goblin Great Shaman with a huge Wa versus a Goblin Great Shaman with a smaller Wa, but he has a big spider. So there's the Arachnarok spider, and he also brought character support. So there's a Goblin Big Boss, and there is going to be a hag as well. One thing that I would really like to see in Total War that like I dislike, like I feel like the animations and units like attacking is so janky sometimes. Like in other RTS games, when a unit hits, it hits, right? Or there's just a flat percentage of a unit like having a chance to hit, right? But in this game, I feel like not only is there the variable of melee attack and melee defense versus, you know, hitting and dodging missiles, but it's just like units just oftentimes like attack the air and don't hit the actual model. I just feel like, yeah, I feel like there's so much room for improvement with like the AI and how units interact, but I don't think that's going to happen in this game. I think that's going to be their next title, hopefully. They'll get it right. We'll see. The guy with the... Yeah, he's using mostly goblins, it would seem. Mostly goblins. The gobos are ready. Fun Tomb Kings night. We had some cool Tomb Kings games. It was fun to try them out. I'm sad their monsters were a little bit disappointing. The Ushopti were good, though. I think I made a big mistake overextending into the greenskins that game, too, and like triple capping them. I threw away my Ushopti and a lot of good infantry, which I don't think I needed to do. That was a big blunder. Tomb Kings anti-large. You have Tomb Guard Halberds, you have Sepulchral Stalkers, you have the Necro Sphinx. They have plenty of good anti-large. Etc., Skeleton Archers, Ushopti Grapos. It's not that they don't have things that can kill big targets, that's for sure. So, battle line for Houseplant, the GOAT of Warhammer 3, is going to be Orc Boys, backed up by Squig Hoppers, so very cost-effective units, and then a secondary line of Savage Orc Air Boys, which are pretty heavy metal. If these guys need to fight in melee, like they have to go up and go fisticuffs with their opponents, like they can get in there and they can get down and dirty, dude. They can get real down and dirty. We have the Goblin Great Shaman, and he's going to be using the Cursed Bad Moon as well as Sneaky Stabbing. Anakin, I'm too weak. But that should be cool. On the other side here, for the Greenskins, it is going to be Ioba, who is coming off a couple of very strong wins, able to defeat Subutai in the earlier rounds, as well as other top players, is looking to come in with an upset here. So we have the Goblin Great Shaman, and Ioba is going to be going in once again what appears to be a bit of a Lord sniping style. So very cool. Spirit Leech as well as Vindictive Glare. I mean, that is balls deep for the snipe, which I don't know if it's going to be easy to snipe this Goblin Great Shaman, considering how wide this army is. It has a lot of places to hide. We got Goblins, Squigs, and a Ragnarok Spider is going to be moving into the backfield. So there it goes. Yeah, he's cruising for it. And unfortunately, I mean, it will be a good source of anti-large terror against the trolls that inevitably are going to be coming in. A bit of a spoiler for you guys, but both players actually have 4 trolls in reserve. 4 of the smelly trolls, the swamp trolls. Which is cool. I think they're a little bit cheaper than the stone trolls, if I'm not mistaken. Granted, I felt like stone trolls would be good here because of the missile resist, but the 2 Was are gathering up. They are moving, and they're getting it. It's going to be go time, man. In the back here, we do have the Squig Herds. Houseplant going to be squaring up. You guys know you want the draw. You know what's coming eventually, right? But yeah, he's just going to make like a square engagement formation like this, kind of make it into a bit of a land battle-esque fight. And this army's a lot smaller, guys. It is a hell of a lot smaller here for Aoba. They're going to need to call in some heavy support, which, what is it going to be? Probably not a giant. A giant would be really dumb here because of the Savage Orc Hera Boys. It wouldn't be dumb to bring it in your army, but to call it in right now, it would be. Because these archers are just going to eviscerate a giant, right? Goblin Rock Lobber, the Gobos are ready. Houseplant is just building up a huge force and is going to be unleashing a colossal Wa on his opponent. Yeah, this Lord is very cheap. The Goblin Great Shaman with a couple spells is literally like 700 gold, so you could easily just resummon that. So the Lord sniping isn't going to be as effective here, that's for sure. So is Houseplant going to move forward, or is he going to build up his Dread Legion before he goes? I mean, more than welcome to do either. Here on the backside, we do see the Ragnarok Spider sitting back, and this is a pretty cool model. It's really an OG one, but little goblins dancing on top, yeah. Those things are really, really cool. But the Ragnarok Spider able to grab the point, and the middle point is going to be going to Ioba, but we'll see how long it's going to be held for sure. We do see the old Orc Boys and Squigs and the whole party moving up. And I feel like this smaller Wa is definitely going to be overwhelmed. Trolls being called in, and these are going to be the River Trolls. Sorry, not Swamp Trolls, River Trolls. And yeah, they have the stinky aura, which is pretty good in these big blob fights with a ton of units, but they're very vulnerable to missile fire. So if Houseplant's paying attention with his archers, he is going to be able to just put them down super quickly. I can't help but think Houseplant's Wa is just going to steamroll this other Wa. Who knows, though? I mean, Terror is on his side, but the Spider is sitting over here semi-AFK, so that thing needs to gather and head over to the middle and just sound like an Orc Boy to hold this point or something if you want to, but yeah, Houseplant's a very scary player. He's very, very scary. And immediately you see the Goblins at the front line starting to be swarmed down by the Squig Hoppers. Ioba, though, with nice counterfire. The Night Goblin Archers are putting a little bit of DAC into those bad boys. And River Trolls also hustling up to party, so there is going to be a little bit of contesting here on the objective, but the capture weight should massively favor Houseplant. But the River Trolls have arrived first for Ioba, so there is going to be a little bit of a mass and hard-hitting advantage, as the big scary swamp trolls have moved in, and the Squigs and various other beasts of the old world are going to be getting punted into another dimension. A big mistake not having Terror here. That Spider is now on its way over, so it's going to be finally coming in to help, and we see the first magic coming down here. There is going to be a Gorkle Fix-It, so a slow coming down from Ioba is going to be snaring a couple of Houseplant's forces. Meanwhile, pitched fight on the middle, massive capture weight advantage going to be going to Houseplant, but it's very early in the game. Players are mostly going to be trading right now. Savage Orcs screaming forward in the front lines, and the Moon Howlers coming forward to intercept them. Not going to be a good fight for Moon Howlers, despite the fact they cause fear. Savage Orcs are pretty brutal, and there is going to be a big old wah going down, so the Savage boys going to be crumping some of these gits. You do see the old Gobos getting taken to Pound Town, and that is not looking great for those little Gobos in the secondary line. In the meantime, Houseplant pulling a massive value lead. I just think he has so many more avenues of damage that it's really starting to add up. Here we see the Night Goblin Archers just folding up the River Trolls like a piece of paper, and on the other side, the Gobbo is going to be creeping forward and looking to do it to it. Spider's engaged, but it's mainly fighting melee goblins. Like, this is an anti-large monster. It's not very good at fighting chaff. So it needs to be relocated to fight something a little bit bigger, but I think the Wah of Houseplant is just overwhelming. We're just seeing a massive erect orc Wah gathering its forces and pushing up. It's a pretty thick one, Jesus. And it's just routing so many of the units here of Ioba. Meanwhile, in the middle, Ioba does have a little bit of a fighting presence left, some goblins and a big boss, but not enough to really get the job done. And, you know, Ioba really went for a Lord Sniping, you know, playstyle, which worked well against Tomb Kings, who typically have to bring a more expensive Lord, but against the Greenskins, you just have some little shitter Lord who's kind of a hard target. It's not working out so well, right? The gooning doesn't seem to be getting the job done. Now on the other side, we see Ioba's forces running all over the place, and not much really rallying here. Houseplant pushing up with his archers, getting beautiful fire into the River Trolls. The River Trolls are just getting pounded, which I think is one of the reasons why the value lead is so big. Houseplant does also have his Savage Orc Air Boys and Orc Boar Boy Biggins surrounding the Spider, so the Spider probably going to get routed off the battlefield and go down, and I think that probably will be the end of the road. That is not a bad Spirit Leech and a Mither going down, but Sneaky Stabbing, man, their melee attack's up to 50 almost, which for an Orc World Boy is nuts, because when you add their anti-large bonus into that, it really gets pretty insane in terms of the damage, but you guys like that, right? That was some good art right there. It wasn't bad at all. But Ragnarok Spider is broken, and that is, I would say, probably going to be, you know, seriously a tough situation to be in. Ioba did ninja Houseplant's back objective, though. Look at this. So the little goblins, the Warlords boys, have ninja the back objective, which is a very cute play, but when your army's just getting crushed this badly, and you're playing against a very fast faction, it ain't going to work out. So Savage Orcs taking the Goblin Big Boss to Pound Town. And man, I have to say, this is a lot more fun to watch than Wurzag, right? Like, it's cool seeing Greenskins with like a well-rounded army that isn't being, you know, falsely inflated by a single character. Certainly feels like they have to make better engagements. But ladies and gentlemen, no surprises. Tonight's GOAT of Warhammer 3, no surprises. Houseplant wins. GG, well played. He claims another victory for the Gork and or Mork. I don't know who he's affiliated with. Probably both of them, but yeah. So the Lord Sniping, it's a fun tactic, and it can work really well, but against, you know, this kind of an army, you invest in Spirit Leech, you invest in a lot of SEs, which are good at gooning, and your opponent gives you nothing to goon, that's going to be it. You're going to pay the troll toll. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Houseplant. If you enjoyed tonight's stream and you want to see more sweaty Warhammer action, please do drop a like on the way out. It helps a lot. A lot of fun stuff coming on the horizon. Warhammer the Old World, Dune, Age of Empires, of course, continued coverage of this game. Eventually Stormgate, and I also was thinking of doing a StarCraft stream too. A little StarCraft 2, taking it back to the old school. Warcraft 3 also. All right, guys, that's it. Take care of yourselves. Congrats to Houseplant. The Big Wah has done it, and that is going to be it. You guys take care of yourselves. Mike, thank you for being a member for 18 months, and don't you worry. Early streams tomorrow. I know today was pretty late, but we'll be doing some earlier ones tomorrow, so we'll get there. GG, well played. See you guys later, and congratulations to Houseplant.